Okay, it's working. Oh my god, it's so hot in this house. Oh, I need my tabs to stop closing. Did I even save my progress? Oh, I did. Okay. We're okay. Oh wait. Oh, I turned it off. Fuck. Okay. Oh, it's gonna like jump off the thing, but it's okay.
Like the dead, as they say.
I was hoping to save you some breakfast, but I've already sent them on their way.
That's okay.
Oh, that's all right. I'm still pretty full from last night. Them goth types were practically throwing themselves at me.
I am not surprised. Perhaps I should be concerned that some of my guests will follow you home.
Wait, did I, oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was still.
Well, gosh, if I still had mortal circulation, I'd be blushing.
Why are you so embarrassed, Samuel?
Ah, hell. Guess we should just save it for therapy, huh? We gonna get started now?
If you like.
Why not? I'm eager to get going. Let loose, Doc.
Very well. Let's start with the first question any therapist asks then. What brought you to me? Why is becoming a therapist so important to you?
This is just ironic because I'm going to school for psychology.
Well, gosh, I remember what it was like. Being all angry, hungry, and scared all the time. It ain't no way to live. When I see vampires acting the way I used to, I just need to show them there's more to unlife.
That cancel my, Is this not? I thought I set it to auto. Auto delay. Unless you can't. You might not be able to.
And why is that up to you?
You, of all people, know how lost our kind can be. Preying on the weak, dating mortal high schoolers. I've got to make them see their potential. That's what I'm here for. I know it.
That is a lot of responsibility to place on yourself.
You got a funny look in your eye. Am I doing one of them distortion things?
You are most perceptive. Yes. Perhaps you can tell me what it is. When you say you are here to make vampires see the world differently, in what way are you distorting reality?
Well, I guess that's a control fallacy, right? I can't assume I'll be able to help other vampires the way I was helped.
Very good, Samuel. Control fallacies are hard to avoid when one feels strongly about something. Your fate is not to transform every vampire you ever meet, even those who are your clients. You will do what you can do, and that is enough. But I am eager to learn how you developed this desire to help our kin find a different way of thinking.
Well, like I told you when I first V-mailed you, I was a real nasty son of a bitch when I first became a vampire. When I look back and see what a no-account piece of shit I was, I ain't nothing but embarrassed. It all seems pretty stupid to me now. Here we are living forever and all we can do is kill? It's the dumbest thing I ever did here.
That's fair.
I am going to stop you for a moment. Stupid, no-account piece of shit, nasty son of a bitch, dumbest thing.
Labeling.
Do you hear the way you are talking about yourself?
You're not gonna let me.
With
think it.
respect, sir, I earned all them names. I killed women and children. Half the ghost towns out west are my doing. I didn't think of nobody but myself.
Pretend you are my therapist. If I sat here and called myself a no-account piece of shit, what would you tell me?
Wait, let me double check. My luck, I'm gonna be wrong. Wait, let's see. Okay, nope. Oh, I was right.
I'd say you were doing some
I'm a
labeling.
smart cookie. I was
And
right.
I guess I'd tell you to look at yourself a little more kindly.
Extend the same compassion to yourself then, Samuel. How are you to move on from being a nasty son of a bitch if you are labeling yourself? If you wish to be a guide to other vampires, you must start with compassion for them and for yourself.
Okay.
So, now that you've gotten all that horrible name-calling out of the way, please tell me, how did you find your sense of purpose?
Well, I was on the run, you see. The Wild West was ending and the Pinkertons were starting to get the better of my gang. I went into hiding and found a strange group of folks out in the country. They knew
This
I was an
main
outlaw right
character
away,
just
but
makes me wanna play
they didn't
Red
judge
Dead
me for it.
Redemption. I might have to reinstall it.
They didn't even care that I was a vampire. They welcomed me like a friend, even shared their blood with me. They taught me how to appreciate the beauty of the night, and I started seeing things I'd never noticed before.
It's basically Arthur Morgan, honestly.
They taught me my letters, philosophy, and how to question things instead of being scared of them.
Just vampire him.
I think about them every day of my own life. They somehow freed themselves of all the judgments of the time and were better off
should
for
be
it.
able to stream it with this computer. Couldn't stream it before.
These must have been the 19th century American transcendentalists, yes?
Yes, sir. I'm glad I died when I did, because their like just don't exist no more. Once my community died out, I started walking. That was something else they taught me how to do. There ain't nothing like having a walk and a think.
Am I quiet? Oh, hang on. Is that better? Probably not. Why am I so quiet? Usually it's in the red. What happened? What did I break now? Is it any better or no? Game's kind of. God damn it. Okay, let me put it at 70 maybe?
I walked in nature for about
Was that any
90
better?
years and just took in all the grace and beauty of my country.
Better? Okay.
I guess I was kind of selfish, though. I should have been helping other vampires the way the Transcendentalists helped me.
I have to reopen all my stuff now. Oh no. Oh, I lost half of my tabs. Where is everything? Okay, we're fine. Don't. Stop!
Why?
Stop spamming! To be fair, it is hot as fuck. I'm gonna change the amount of points that you need for
Why waste 90 years walking when I should have been helping others?
Why did I put that
Seems pretty obvious
25
to me.
points to begin
I
with?
could have done a lot of good in that time.
It's like what? Isn't it like 90 degrees? Yeah, it's fucking 90 degrees outside. My office has no circulation. There's no air in it. So it's just hot as fuck. But the rest of my house is fine.
But your should turns that which you could find fulfilling into a duty. You create an extrinsic motivator.
I have that one disabled. You can't.
Truth statements are another cognitive distortion, something created by your own mind.
I mean, I have the little like window ones, but I don't want to pay for actual central air because they want $10,000.
Even if your should
Oh.
comes from a place of good, it creates undue pressure. And what do we do once we are pressured? We resent the shoulds. We procrastinate. And as you know, we have a lot of time to procrastinate.
You got that right. Why do today what you could do next century?
I thought it wasn't gonna work for a second. I was gonna be very, very sad.
Exactly. Should statements remove the intrinsic joy
Don't
from that
start
which you find
spamming
fulfilling?
that one. You're like, I'll do it somehow.
Hold on though. Ain't there some
Spam
things we really
Pokemon.
should
Go
do?
play Pokemon in the chat. How about that?
Of course, there are things we must do, but nature herself tells us what they are.
I'm gonna have to get
We
another
invent the
drink.
rest. Here,
It's almost
let me give
gone.
you an exercise.
Do exclamation mark, poke start. Hi, Panic.
Listen closely. See whether you can find the should statement that is a distortion.
Stop spamming it.
I should go to the vampire dentist.
Oh my god, he
You know
added
what
a
they
thing
say.
to my
If you have
fucking
bad fangs, you
should
get bad blood.
statements.
I should drink blood today. I should take my blood partner Crimson out on a date.
Oh, okay, okay, I understand. I think.
I should
could
be
be
wary
wrong.
of sexually transmitted diseases. Did you miss my should statement? Let's try again.
Wait, what?
I should go to the vampire dentist.
Oh, was I
You
supposed
know
to
what
be
they
picking?
say.
I'm so
If you have
confused.
bad fangs, you get bad blood.
You got a Fennec! What the fuck?
That's the one. No one should go to a dentist. Goddamn
Wait, why did the
butchers.
screen shake like I got it wrong? Also, if you go on my Discord, I added a new, channel thing, for the Pokemon thing, and it tells you all the commands. Cause I don't even know the commands, I just knew that one. That's the only one that I know.
That is not true. We have to go to the dentist. Our teeth are important to us.
People said.
How long has it been since you've seen a dentist, Samuel?
I don't even know the last time I've been to the dentist.
No, not since the Civil War, and I'd rather keep it that way.
We'll talk about that in another session. Let's try again.
Okay,
I should drink blood today.
is he just gonna keep...
Well, I guess if you don't want to drink blood, you don't have to.
But I'll die if I don't. Permanently.
Am I doing something wrong?
So I guess you should drink blood.
Mm-hmm. Try again.
I was wrong. What?
I should take my blood partner Crimson out on
Am
a
I
date.
missing something? What the fuck? Sometimes we judge others and ourselves with arbitrary rules on how things should be and when they... And then when we get hopping mad when our expectations ain't met. Oh, okay, okay. I understand. I think. Wait, go back. Okay, wait, should take my blood partner. Comes in on a date. I don't have any Pokeballs. I think maybe without the without the arrow things.
I should be wary of sexually transmitted diseases. miss my should statement?
What?
Let's try again.
I'm so bad at this. It just doesn't want you to catch anything, I guess. Oh no, you caught it! Look at you go.
I should go to the vampire dentist. You know what they say. If you have bad fangs, you get bad blood.
Is that it?
I should drink blood today. I should take my blood partner Crimson out on a date.
I think I missed it again.
I should be wary of sexually transmitted diseases. Did you miss my should
Or
statement?
fucking missed
Let's
it, 'cause I
try
don't know what
again.
I'm doing.
I should go to the vampire dentist. You
Okay, I
know
think
what
it's
they say.
this one.
If you have bad fangs,
That's the one.
Fuck!
No one should go
It's
to a
not.
dentist. Goddamn butchers.
We're gonna be here all day.
that is not true. We have to go to the dentist. Our teeth are important to us. How long has it been since you've seen a dentist, Samuel?
Stop asking me
Well,
that.
not since the Civil War, and I'd rather keep it that way.
Yeah,
We'll talk
yeah.
about that in another session. Let's try. I should drink blood today.
Okay, that's... You need to.
I should take my blood partner Crimson out on a date.
But that's not...
I should be wary of sexually transmitted diseases.
You should.
Did you miss my should statement?
Yes.
Let's try again.
I don't understand.
I should go to the vampire dentist. You know what they say. If you have bad fangs, you get bad blood.
What's the... Nasif... whatever the fuck. Thinking in extremes. Control? I feel like it's this one, but I don't know what the...
We are trying to identify only should statements right
Well,
now, Samuel.
I
I
can't!
should go to the vampire dentist. You know what they say. If you have bad fangs, you get bad blood.
It's not that one, because every time I do that... it's a therapy game for
I should
vampires.
drink blood today. I should take my blood partner Crimson out on a date.
Is it this one? I don't know. I don't understand why.
Saying you should
How?
take Crimson out on a date is a should statement. You've turned something you want to do into something you have to do.
Okay. We're learning.
That's right, Samuel. You know, I couldn't be more pleased with you. Your time in nature was clearly well spent.
That took me 15 minutes.
Well, thanks, I suppose. But if you don't mind my saying so, I hope you're treating that mortal lady right.
Is it immortal?
Thank you. Please, ask her yourself. I imagine she would share her blood with you. You look like her type.
A cowboy?
Hold on. I've only been in Europe for a couple of days.
Vampire.
I
I
ain't
don't
gonna
work
go
with
after my
Antron
teacher's
without
girlfriend.
invitation. Oh, because technically isn't the warrant their invitation?
She does what she wishes, and that is why I chose her as my blood partner. Samuel, even if it beats no longer, you have a good heart. I think you will be an excellent therapist.
Maybe no.
So far, that
It
good heart of
technically
mine
it
hasn't amounted
states
to
like
much,
on the
but
paper
I'm
that
willing
you
to
can
give it
go
my
in.
best shot.
Like you have the right to
You
go
are
in.
uncomfortable with praise, aren't you, Samuel? Every time I say something positive, you find a way to negate it.
Oh, I know people like that.
I just don't think I should be doing any bragging. I spent my first 50 years killing, spent the next 90
But it
walking
lets
in
you
the woods.
into the home.
I've tried to walk a better path since then, but I
The
ain't no saint,
therapist
Auntie.
needs therapy.
I did not say you
Facts.
were. Having met several so-called saints, I can attest that none of them were either. I understand your discomfort, Samuel. I, too, have done terrible things that I cannot erase. But is erasing the good I have done worthwhile?
Well, I guess when you put it like that, it sounds kind of silly.
It's another cognitive distortion, one that mortal psychologists
Another
call
one? Sir,
disqualifying the positive.
we haven't even had our first client yet. What is this? Just like not accepting positivity? Yeah, okay. That was
I understand that the actions of your past are difficult to bear, but what we are here to do is accept reality with both its positive and negative aspects. I am not saying that you should disqualify your negative actions, but merely note when you disqualify the positive ones.
This game's gonna teach us
Let
all
us try an
something.
exercise. See whether you can challenge me when I disqualify my positive deeds.
Okay.
I am Andromachos, one of the most powerful vampires alive.
Okay.
Before I became the vampire I am now, I did exceptionally terrible things.
I mean, there's no positive in that.
I have defiled the innocent. I have killed countless people.
There's no positivity in
The
that.
good I now do pales in comparison to the evil I have done.
That one?
That's the one. You're literally disqualifying the positive by comparing it to the evil stuff you've done.
Well done, Samuel.
Oh,
I believe the
achievement.
recognition of this distortion will serve you well when you start to see clients
Oh
tomorrow.
my god, starting tomorrow? I'm so nervous.
Whoa, tomorrow? I only just started learning these here cognitive distortion things.
He almost didn't know
I
what to
will,
say.
of course, be with you. You needn't worry. I can sense your instincts and will help you.
Okay.
But tomorrow, I just don't feel ready yet.
My friend, we are never truly ready. But if it would ease your concerns, we can practice with further examples. Would that be helpful to you?
Maybe. Yeah, help.
Yeah, I think I could use
I need
it.
more help. I'm not good at these.
Very well, Samuel. Let's try some examples. I will give you a statement, and you find the cognitive distortion in it. I am far sexier than movie vampires. Therefore, I should be a movie star.
Should.
Oh yeah, that's an easy one. That's a should statement right there. But you're not insecure
what
enough
the
to be an
fuck?
actor anyway.
Are you saying what the fuck do?
Excellent, Samuel. Would you like another exercise? If I cannot consume high-quality blood, I might as well drink blood from Florida.
What is the... Why does it skip ahead like that? Thinking in extremes. Is it...
That's Nosferatu thinking, ain't it?
We should be fine after that.
Correct, Samuel. That being said, I am sure there is still decent blood to drink in Florida, but I would bring a test kit anyway.
What's he trying to say about Florida?
Would you like another exercise?
I'm good.
I think I'm good.
Am I gonna ruin people's lives
All right, Samuel.
if I get it
You
wrong?
must be hungry now. I suggest you get the liter inside you. We have a big night tomorrow.
How much is a liter?
Just get enough to drink, Samuel. We will not be able to work if you are hungry or tired.
Hi, Spicy Bean.
Now, please excuse me. I do have a date with Crimson tonight. I suspect I shall not return until nearly morning.
Oh, yeah, of course. I hope you have a nice night out, Mr. Andy.
Vampires, how much can you ruin their life? Well, like, emotionally, I'm sure I could.
You as well, Samuel. Rest in peace.
I'm doing... Well, it's hot as fuck, but I'm doing okay. How are you?
Ah, Samuel, glad to see you are awake. Your first client is on his way.
Wait, what? Went for a nice walk exploring... whatever that is. There's a musical here and the kids are always performing stuff. I tried asking for Oh Susanna, but kids today don't appreciate good music. Thank kids with their CD-ROM music. The wax cylinder was fine. Okay. Just had a great nap. That's good.
What, already? Look, Mr. Andy, sir, are you sure I'm ready for this? These are people's brains I'm messing with.
Fear not, my friend. You are a powerful vampire in your own right. To be so young and have so much empathy is quite a gift. All you need to do is listen, and I know the
I wonder
truth
who my first
will
client's
reveal
gonna be.
itself to you.
It's gonna be the worst client ever.
Shucks, wish I had your confidence.
Well, to a limited extent, I can see the future. If you are about to misinterpret a client's distortions, I will set you back on the right path.
Oh. Eh.
You can see the future.
It'll be Dracula. I think that guy right there is technically Dracula. So, I think you're wrong.
It's not that impressive, really. You start to see the patterns after 1,000 years or so.
Oh, fuck. That's it. Disqualifying?
Well, dang.
Ha!
If
I'm
seeing
smart.
the future ain't impressive, that's gotta be a distortion. Disqualifying the positive, it's gotta be.
Why did I say it like that? I don't hate you. It's how I show that I care.
You barely require my aid as it is.
You should be used to it by now.
If you need guidance, I will provide it to you telepathically.
Oh, I wish I could read minds.
Don't think about it too much. When you are 3,000, such things will cease to impress you.
Oh, I thought it'd be older than 3,000.
Let us look at your first client's case file.
Is it an actual case file?
It
It is.
Drain, huh? You ain't
What's a
got no
doctor?
first name?
Many vampires go by one name. Families and titles seem to become more abstract after a certain
Age
age.
430.
Huh. So is it funny that he kept the title?
Indeed. You catch on quickly, despite your habit of disqualifying the positive. I will let you work now. I shall be meditating in my coffin, but I will sense when you need my help.
Okay.
But I...
Samuel, I know you can handle this. Be yourself.
I like this
and
guy's
all will
voice.
be well.
It's not like overbearing. Oh, little bat.
Satan bless it all.
Okay.
I hate flying.
Jesus.
Hey there. God's blood, what on earth are you?
What? He's so rude. What the fuck?
My name's Sam. I'm the new therapist. Make yourself comfortable, Dr. Drain.
Why is he kind of attractive?
And American as well. Good God. It's not enough for you lot to take over the world of the living. Even the halls of the dead aren't safe from you.
Esme, is this how you feel? Is this man you?
Oh well. I suppose your lot are all into this touchy-feely stuff, aren't you? And ignorance, even American ignorance, is bliss, I suppose. Oh, sweet ignorance, how I do wish I knew
Oh, it's
thee.
not a sex game.
Damn it, how am I gonna work with this fella? I gotta ask Annie.
Taking over the world.
Are you all right, Samuel?
No, this guy's mean.
You gave me this fella as my first client?
Why not? He is clearly hiding very little about his state
He's
of
gonna be
mind.
so hard to crack, though. At least it auto-corrected to wolf. Like, it fits. It works. Oh, dude, Pikachu! Somebody catch him!
How am I supposed to help him when he already sees me as the bad guy?
Do you even have a great ball? I don't even know what you have.
Use your instincts, Samuel. Think about how you have felt in your darkest hours.
Okay.
What does this poor vampire want?
I don't know. Oh, you start with one? What does it? It takes 90 seconds for it to reveal if you've caught it or not? That's so long. I feel like he wants to complain. Reality check? Maybe reality check.
I think he needs a dang reality check, charging at me like an undersexed bull.
if you try to give an undersexed bull a reality check, that would not change the
Okay.
fact that it is undersexed. How did the Transcendentalists approach you when you were a wilder man, Samuel?
What is it saying? You both caught it? What? What? I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. I'm sure this fella's come here with problems. I can't be surprised when they show up.
Or it's telling Esme that you caught it? One of the two. Let's
I think he just wants to complain.
split in half. No! I don't want to imagine Pikachu being
Perceptive
split in
son.
half.
He can hardly stop himself, can he?
So, what? I just let him complain?
Of course. Just give him a starting
That was
point
my
to let it
first
all out.
option.
It will make him feel better.
And I didn't fucking pick it. Of course I didn't. Don't say that. Just like it's dead.
Well, if you say so.
Don't worry, Samuel. You are doing wonderfully. I will release your time now.
Release my time? What does that mean?
Well, are you just going to sit there?
He looks like he'd be like a Slytherin.
I was just gonna ask how your trip here was. My trip? My trip was bloody wonderful. Until my familiar got a flat tire and I had to
Oh,
fly
what a
30
familiar.
kilometers here as a bat. I hate being a bat and I hate flying. Do you know an owl tried to eat me? Me, a creature that has lived for centuries, treated like common prey.
He's very angry.
I'm surprised he was even interested. You should see what an ugly little
I'm
beastie I
not
am when I
judging
transform.
Slytherins. I'm stating that he looks like he would be one.
All I could do was screech and squeak until he went away. Well, I suppose I'm alive, in a manner of speaking anyway. You all right there, pal?
I'm not judging. Listen, I don't need you guys ganging up on me, okay? I don't appreciate it.
Yes, I'm fine. Well, I'm not, of course. I wouldn't be here otherwise. But for the sake of conversational integrity, fine.
I'm
I
not,
take it you read my
not
case
getting
file and know why I'm
defensive.
here.
Oh wait, I didn't even read his... Can I bring his file up? I didn't even read it. Okay. Your blood. Okay. I don't want the global. Is now concerned that he has developed an addiction to a drug of his own formulation. Suggestion detected strong irritability on the phone. Investigate drains, drinking, and sleeping habits. Addiction.
You're
His
here for an
horse
addiction
died with
problem.
the middle one.
Yes. Embarrassing, isn't it? Well, what's to be embarrassed about? I remember when Ulysses S. Grant was president. Didn't seem to bother him. Oh, well, of course. How wonderful it is that I share the mental failings of people who only live a single lifetime. Hey, come on now. There's a part of us that's still mortal. Can't help that, just like we can't help being dead. So I'm discovering. Look, I just need some tips and I'll be on my way.
Okay.
Just give me all the tricks. Whatever one does to make addictions go away.
That's not how that works. They don't just go away, unfortunately.
Let me think.
Just a hug. There's no easy solutions, honestly.
Partner, there ain't no tips that'll magically cure you. But I'm here to listen. You know, I never in my life thought anyone would ever call me partner. Like partner, but not with a T. And I know how you English love your tea.
Oh, tea.
Thank goodness we can still process tea. We cannot live on blood alone.
Oh, they have to drink other stuff?
I appreciate the concern, though. I must admit, I rather saw myself above this whole addiction thing.
I knew you were gonna say that, Esme. What's your favorite kind of tea? Or do you just drink like normal? I don't really drink tea, so I don't even know what is considered like normal tea.
Tell you what, let's not worry about being above or below anything. You're here now, so let's see what we can do. What exactly are you addicted to?
It's a form of plasma, a catalytic compound of my own design, a necessary component of my own scientific goals.
Okay.
You're losing me.
Well, let me try to make it simple. I have been able to replicate and even alter the molecular patterns that vampiric erythrocyte surface receptors receive.
Earl Grey.
Our unique physiology gives us an increased
But the
ligand
brand or,
affinity,
like,
which is how we are able to process blood the way that we do.
Like a flavoring?
I can extend this receptivity and thus achieve my true goal: synthetic blood, freedom from the hunger that plagues us, and hope for all humanity.
Okay, so he's trying to do good,
Well, dang,
but then he
that sounds pretty impressive,
got
Doc.
addicted to it? It's a type of tea.
Well, it doesn't work without a vampiric
You put
catalyst,
sugar in your tea or
and
no?
that is the plasma I am addicted to. Pathetic, isn't it? I have spent 400 years trying to steal the secret of blood, only to be engulfed by it, like Prometheus walking into a fireplace.
Pathetic? Doc, where the heck would you get a word like that? You've come up with a synthetic blood. Man, I can barely get my spurs on some mornings. Maybe you had a setback or two, but give yourself a little credit, compadre.
Softer than your normal tea flavored with bergamot? Oh, okay.
Credit? For wasting 400 years? Practically speaking, I'm in the same place as I was back when King James was in power. Only now I have a drug problem. Perhaps I must face facts. My professor was right. Nothing we ever do will make a damned bit of difference.
That's not true.
Samuel, listen to him.
I'm
Do you
listening. I was
recognize his
gonna click
patterns
it.
of thought?
There's some distortions in there, ain't there?
I knew you would sense them. Invite him to talk more about this failure of his.
Do I tell him it's a failure?
Yeah, I'll do my best. Now hold on just a minute there, cowpoke. I've heard you talk a lot about failure, but it sure sounds to me like you ain't thinking clearly if you think you're a failure.
I am a realist, that's all. Look at me. 400 years of study and still dabbling with leukocytes.
I'm not gonna call him a failure. 400 years of study and still dabbling with... I keep getting like some of these confused. Why do we jump all the way back here? Is my question. It's not labeling, he's not like... I feel I'm gonna get it wrong. I can feel it.
I don't know many people.
Never
who would call
mind,
working with
I'm
leukocytes
smart.
dabbling. I mean, I gotta admit, I have no earthly clue what you're talking about. So unless you made up all them science terms, I think you might be doing more than playing with a chemistry set.
Perhaps, but if we consider all there is to know about blood, I know precious little.
But you know something.
Yes, I concede I might know something about blood. I would hope so after 400 years.
You still got more knowledge about blood than most, whether it's been 4 years or 400 years, amigo. Let's get back to what you were saying, though.
I'm saying I am surely the oldest, most well-studied doctor in the world. I should have achieved more than this.
Should...
Well, who said you should have achieved more?
Isn't it obvious? I should have something to show for 400 years of work.
And what happens if you don't?
Absolutely nothing at all.
Well, that's my point.
That is not as encouraging as you think it is.
Ain't meant to be encouraging, just showing you a little reality.
He's literally you. He's like half of the people that I fucking know.
Well, it's all my fault, really. I cannot seem to motivate my scientists to reach the necessary level of dedication. It's always shocking to me how little urgency mortals have around death.
Control?
So it's all your fault.
Oh,
You
I'm so
haven't come
smart.
up with the perfect synthetic blood.
It can't be anyone else's fault. Only I have the skill, the knowledge, and the experience.
Okay.
Pardon me for saying so, Doc, but it sounds like what you're doing is pretty dang complicated. Sounds to me like you're some kind of god if you expect control over life itself.
Please, I'm a scientist, not a spiritualist. It is not control I seek, but understanding.
And are you ever gonna have perfect understanding?
No, of course not. I'm not a wizard.
So how about not putting saving the world on one person, Doc?
That is a
I guess
simplification.
they have like
but I
a
take your
team
point.
of
As I was saying,
like vampires or something.
now that I'm addicted to my own drug, I have joined the ranks of mortal celebrities in my utter irrelevance.
Hmm.
Now, why would you go and label yourself irrelevant?
I'm doing so good.
What else do you call the man who has nothing to show after 400 years?
I reckon I'd call him by his given name. Slapping a label on yourself don't do nothing but weigh you down.
Oh, well played, cowpoke. Perhaps I am being a little dramatic.
Perhaps.
Yes, I'm aware that in reality progress has been made, enough to get to this point. But I didn't come here to ask for a pat on the back and to be told I'm a good boy.
Are you sure?
That ain't my department, but I hear they do some of that stuff downstairs.
Yes, yes, we all know very well that the Continentals are more sexually liberated than we are. But as I say, I don't want all this therapy stuff. I just want to stop using this damn drug.
Then why'd you come to a therapist?
So what's so good about this stuff anyway? Why do you like it?
I'm not certain. I don't remember what happens after I take it, but I wake up feeling, how do I put this, alive.
Well, that don't sound so bad. A good nap can make me feel like a new man.
I'm not talking about feeling refreshed. I mean I feel alive. As if I'm someone else. Someone who lives. And I wake up and find, oh gracious me, I am not depressed.
Okay.
You mean to tell me that you're going to sleep depressed every night?
Oh, nothing of the sort.
Oh well, I'm glad to hear that.
Like just sometimes.
You are assuming that I can simply go to sleep and my global scientific enterprise will run itself.
Oh, okay, he just doesn't fucking go to sleep.
Oh wait just a gosh darn minute. You're telling me you don't sleep?
Yes, it's not as though we can get much deader already, and I have work to do.
Do they even need sleep? Like, do they get tired?
So you're not sleeping and you're always depressed.
No,
I think we're
vampires
starting
don't
to get
sleep. That's what I
somewhere.
was thinking. Why does it say my bitrate is shit? Everything's still working fine, right? I don't know why it's saying that. Every time it does that, it stresses me out.
Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual, aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It has nothing to do with sleep. Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, on life is hard. Yes, we all know it's
On
hard.
life.
In the moments I wake up, I feel free. I suppose it must be what being an ignoramus feels
See,
like.
he's dead and he's still struggling in life.
It wears off rather quickly, but I must admit that I have been chasing that feeling of false contentment.
Well, I know that. I just don't know if that means that my stream's gonna crash.
Partner, I gotta cut in here. You're saying a lot of things that just ain't true. Let's start from the top.
Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual, aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It has nothing to do with sleep. Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, on life is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard.
Oh. I'm supposed to pick something.
In the moments I wake up, I feel free. I suppose it must be what being an ignoramus feels like. It wears off rather quickly, but I must admit that I have been chasing that feeling of false contentment.
Partner, I gotta cut in here. You're saying a lot of things that just ain't true. Let's start from the top.
How do I know?
Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual, aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It has nothing to do with sleep.
Come on now, it's a big world out
achievement.
there, and different things
We
are
got
depressing to
10
different
correct in a
people.
row. Let's go.
Everyone reacts to things differently. Ain't it true that a sensible person, as you call them, might even be a different degree of depressed?
Very well, I suppose I might have been using a bit of mild hyperbole.
Mild is putting it mildly, buckaroo.
Buckaroo? Now I'm even more depressed. Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, and life is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard.
Shit.
Dr. Drain is calling himself a whiner for being sad.
Oh.
If he is trying to bully himself
I
into being happy,
I completely
has
missed that
clearly
he
met
called
with
himself
minimal
that.
success.
Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, unlike...
Now, why'd you say coming and talking to me makes you a whiner?
Is that not what I currently am?
Sounds to me like you're expressing yourself.
He's
Whiner
very
is the word
angry.
you used. Yeah, if you want to call it whining, that's up to you. That's entirely your label.
Oh, very well, call it moaning or whinging if you prefer.
Whinging? I've never even heard of that.
Moaning, whinging, belly aching, still all just labels.
If he's so you, that's a problem.
I don't believe I shall be using the term belly aching in any case. But as I was saying, in the moments I wake up, I feel free. I suppose it must be what being an ignoramus feels like.
Is it also labeling? Well,
So you're telling me you feel good when you wake up, and then you call yourself an ignoramus? Before you even get a chance to reflect on feeling good, you're insulting yourself. That's what I like to call disqualifying the positive.
I'm simply stating facts. Stating facts shouldn't impede an argument.
What good is that fact doing anyone? It's about as useful as an empty holster.
Lest I somehow forget that you are a cowboy. About this drug, though.
he's really not liking my cowboy terms. I don't see why.
Oh, very well. I suppose I might be discounting my experience.
I don't know how to say this, amigo. You really don't like letting yourself be happy. Honestly, I'm failing to see the problem with taking this stuff. Seems like it's making you get the rest you need, and it makes you feel good. What's the problem?
First of all, I do not need to rest. And partaking of this plasma does have downsides.
But you've yet to say the downsides.
What kind of downsides?
I do not know what happens when I partake of the substance. However, when I wake up, I feel refreshed. But I also smell of blood and
Telling
sex.
him to take drugs. I'm not. I'm trying to get to the source.
Once I even woke up wearing a football jersey. It was most distasteful.
I guess you must be having some kind of good time.
That is not my idea of a good time.
But you wake up feeling good.
I'm Dr. Drain. I am intelligent and worldly, not some ill-bred monster.
That's a little harsh.
I don't go gallivanting into godforsaken places to engage in depraved coitus and the consumption of dirty blood.
Just told him I don't see the problem with you taking it. Well, he's yet to name the downsides. That's all.
It sounds to me like you're real good at denying yourself things.
Well, I should be better at it.
You know, Doc, a wise old vampire recently told me something I'm about to tell you.
I just learned this yesterday.
You keep talking about the things you should be doing. You, compadre, are shoulding all over yourself.
Oh, well, that is vivid, isn't it? I can now add incontinence to my already considerable list of faults.
I'm being serious. I'm listening to you tell me I should be doing this, and I shouldn't be doing that. But who gave you all them shoulds and shouldn'ts?
I don't
I feel like
know.
we all should be
It
taking
shouldn't
notes
matter,
right
should
now.
it? I've been dead for over 400 years.
It's the oldest stuff that sticks with us, amigo. We all got traumas. Heck, we're dead men. That's traumatic no matter what. What we gotta start with is
Your
you.
new look. Kinda, yeah. Just for right now. See, this is what I want to get an actual, like, 2D model based off of. So I drew it so that I have a representation of it.
You've been through a lot. Don't rope yourself up so tight. Listen, we're doing good work already, I know
So
it.
we're all going to therapy right now.
Now, let's not push too hard. I would really like you to think about where all them shoulds are coming from before we meet again. And be good to yourself, all right, partner?
I don't
Don't
want
feel
to.
like you gotta go cold turkey on that plasma stuff.
No one's forcing you.
Yes, well, all the same, I'd
You
rather
chose
not do
to
it at
be
all.
here. You volunteered.
Is that actually gonna happen, though?
It might.
You're dipping into it tonight, aren't you?
I was thinking about it.
I strap me to this chair.
All right, partner. Just give yourself a little compassion. That's all I'm asking.
Just a little.
I'll admit, you've given me some things to think about. Not pleasant ones, mind.
What? I've only gave you good advice.
You can handle it, partner. You're way smarter than I am.
Yes, well, that is certainly true.
Okay.
Very well. I shall do some reflecting, inasmuch as our kind can reflect.
Okay, you're a lifetime to
I shall see you in
reflect.
precisely
And
4
more.
weeks then. Farewell, Sam.
4 weeks? I say
Must
that,
have
but I
really
think
done,
that's normal.
Samuel. I knew you would do well, but that doesn't make me any less pleased.
Well, that was a hell of a rush. That fella's holding on tighter than a holster to a gunslinger's hip. It felt real good to help him look at himself a little more kindly.
Good, Samuel. Treasure this feeling.
Okay.
But also rest. Go downstairs, get something to drink, relax in your coffin.
I love this art back here, by the way.
Next week you shall see a new client. I think they will be an interesting challenge for you. I bid you good evening, Samuel. Rest in peace.
You too, Andy.
We're calling him Andy now?
Well, I guess it's time I got me some grub.
Don't call a human grub, please. Music on downstairs.
Well, that's it, I guess. My first client. Can't believe I'm doing this therapy stuff already. Sure could use a drink. I'll check in with Crimson.
Well, if it isn't Yosemite Sam, how you doing tonight, partner?
Better already, hearing from someone from the States who knows the lingo.
I'm not from any states, cowpoke. District of Columbia girl here.
I figured you must have been coastal. You sound a little more, polished than I do.
I think, is she human? I don't
You
remember.
should hear my German.
Maybe some other time. My brain's full tonight. I had my first therapy session with a real client.
Okay.
Oh, yeah? How do you think it went?
It was good.
I reckon it was a bullseye on my end.
I want to hear her German. That's what happens when there's men in my chat.
You should have seen me. Labeling, blam, disqualifying the positive, kapow.
I'm glad to hear it. Someone has got to sort these vamps out. They know how to hold on to their problems.
Slander.
You ain't kidding. Living or dead, once people hit 70, they get pretty dang set in their ways.
You know Andy still uses a typewriter? I can't get that gorgeous man to see the light.
When I beat this, I say when because I'm not gonna start another one until I beat this because that causes me too many issues. So after I beat this, I'll get the date everything game.
Keep it up, cowboy.
That'll be
You're
a
a
whole
breath of
other
fresh air
fucking
for these
experience
ancient
in
ones.
itself.
Anyone ever tell you you're wise beyond your years, Crimson? You must have had some life.
Afraid I'm exactly as wise as my years. How old do you think I am, cowboy?
Don't make me guess her age. We're not supposed to do that. God damn it. Don't fall for it. Don't
I'm
do
gonna
that.
the gentlemanly thing and not hazard a guess.
You would have gotten it wrong anyway. I'm 50 years young.
Okay, she does not look like it at all.
50? I died around that age and I looked like shit. But you ain't a vampire.
Am I playing? I'm playing vampire therapist.
Like I told you, I'm Andy's blood partner. He shares his blood with me too. Just
what?
not enough to turn me into one of you.
What does that taste
I've
like?
been
That
30
can't
for a
taste
good
great.
while now.
But you ain't joining our
Wait,
team?
what?
Sounds like a story.
Confused.
Not for tonight, Buckaroo. I bet you're thirsty after a big night. Andy told me to give this to you.
What is it?
Oh yeah? What is it?
Cool.
We had a group of Americans come in last week who donated their blood.
Is it just a mix of everyone's blood?
Andy can't stand the stuff. He says the blood glucose levels are too high, but he thought you'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Oh, it ain't so bad. I gotta ask though, what does Andy's blood taste like?
Why am I asking that?
To me, it tastes like life itself, cowboy.
Some nice looking Kool-Aid. Oh my
I
god,
ain't sure
Kool-Aid
I
would be so
understand.
good right now because of how hot it is.
Never you mind. Look, Tex, I've got some customers to serve, so go enjoy your juice.
I don't even
okay?
remember the last time I've had Kool-Aid, actually.
Oh, of course. I'm keen to get some rest anyway. You have yourself a fine night, Crimson.
There he is, my incredible protege.
What do we put in my notebook? Why do you have chocolate milk right now? That is not the thing to be drinking in this weather. I'm my first client tonight, and oh boy, did not like me much. It sounds as though he doesn't like anybody much. Though, so I can't be too disappointed. Poor fellow, I ain't never seen anyone so high-strung. Maybe Christopher Jones, 80 years later, and the memory of him still makes me laugh. That kid even hated John. And I think all of his animals loved him. She would hiss even when eating her food. It was the darndest thing. Picked up that this Dr. Drain is a real should statement kind of fellow, but I think I can help him out if I can get him to take a nap. I think he'll be a lot less grumpy.
Come on now, I have no idea
What do you
I'm
mean,
doing.
what do I mean? It's like 90 degrees outside. Why are you drinking chocolate milk? Or just like milk in general?
Evidence stands against that reasoning, my friend. Do we need to talk about disqualifying the positive again?
all right, I get it. I guess I've been muddling through okay.
Please don't tell me there's ice in your chocolate milk.
You've been doing wonderfully. I hope you are ready for a bit of a challenge tonight. Your next client has been known to be somewhat difficult.
The last guy was difficult.
Here, look at her intake form.
Okay. Ice cold does not mean there's ice in it. I was just checking.
Isabella Deste. Dang, she's got some funny tasting hats.
I insult her right off the bat. Okay, Chika has endured considerable family issues through the generation. She states that she is undergoing an existential mortality crisis, suggesting that her life and unlife have both been meaningless.
I think you should get along quite well then.
Walked right into that one.
Suggestion: be exceedingly polite.
Isabella is not your
Don't
average
say
vampire.
same.
She was once the powerful matriarch of one of the most influential families in Europe.
Oh, she's a matriarch.
She fraternized with popes and kings, and she also wielded
She
great
was just
power
probably
over the
tired of
art
doing
world.
that kind of stuff.
Some say that she was the model for the Mona Lisa.
Probably
One
too
of them
busy.
highfalutin types, huh? I don't think she's gonna like me much.
She is as human as any of us, Samuel. I already know you will find a way to relate with her.
What did it tell me to do? Be
If
like
you say so.
positive with her or something? What did it say? Okay, just be extra polite.
Remember, you can always seek my advice if you feel lost. You are not alone. But I hear the beating of elegant wings. Breathe, Samuel.
Is she a bird instead of a bat?
Oh, and do be polite.
Yeah, I know. It was in her notes. Thank you. Okay, they just all turn into bats.
So you are the new therapist Andromachos told me of. I was not expecting someone so rugged.
What? You want me to be polite?
Sam Wall's at your service, ma'am.
You are a therapist.
Take advice from Daddy Vamp.
Well, that's what I'm here for, ma'am.
Enough with this, ma'am. I am not running a whorehouse. You may call me
I'm trying to be
Senora.
polite. That's not even your name. What do you mean? Oh no. I wasn't listening to how she said it.
All right, Senora.
Senora?
I didn't hear you.
With your Neolithic grunting.
I'm sorry.
I'm doing the best I can.
Then speak properly. Repeat after me. Signora. Say it.
Okay.
Signora.
Oh no.
Signora. Signora.
Signora?
Porca miseria. This is not going to be easy, is it?
I'm trying to be as nice as I can to you.
Therapy ain't
But
never
you're
easy,
being
Senora.
mean.
So, therapy is always easy then.
Oh.
I said it ain't never easy, Senora.
Is therapy easy or is it not?
Isabella will remember this.
Not, I guess.
Oh, how are we to examine my inner demons if your own speech is so diabolical?
What's this lady's problem?
You know what? Let's start over. Greetings and salutations, Signora. I am most honored to receive you in my humble office.
Very well. I suppose it will do.
Okay.
I'm just here to help, Signora. It says here on your intake forms that you've been having a tough time lately.
A tough time. Indeed, yes, it has been a tough time. The realization that not only am I a corpse, but that I have been a useless corpse for nearly 400 years is a tough time.
What makes you useless, though?
So what's it off this feeling that you're
Do
a
whatever you
corpse?
want.
I saw a film at the cinema.
Okay.
Hey, I love the cinema.
Don't speak right now. She obviously didn't like the fucking movie. Hollywood glamour? She's all dressed up.
I can't get enough Hollywood. All that glitz and glamour. Them celebrities sure know how to look good.
Please don't tell me that was the wrong one.
Per favore, they look like employees
Okay.
of a
God damn
peacock
it.
brothel. The battle between licentiousness and chastity has ended, and chastity has been utterly degraded on the battlefield. They should be ashamed of themselves, parading their young flesh for the adulation of fools.
Okay, that's fair.
I could teach them about proper fashion, but alas, they would be incapable.
I don't know
of
what I would
hearing
have
my
bonded with
wisdom.
her on.
I can tell I'm barking up the wrong tree here. Let's go back to this movie you saw at the cinema.
She has a way with words. She's something.
It was a most terrible film, one that shook me to my core. The pain of it lingers with me still, 5 years later.
Okay, so she's seen a bad movie that made her feel like a
Movies can
corpse?
be pretty powerful. Heck, I remember seeing one of the first films.
Was it
There
like
was
a
train
Dracula movie
coming
or
right for
something?
the audience. We thought we were dead for sure.
This film was not powerful, it was meaningless. It said nothing, did nothing, less than nothing, as loudly and garishly as possible.
Okay, what was the movie? Clearly you can bond with her over a fancy do-rag. I tried to bond with her with the, like the Hollywood glamour. She didn't like it.
And the
It was fashion, so I thought
fools
she
that
would have
they
liked
were
it.
cheered, applauded this desecration of the mind.
I just want to know what the movie was.
I hate this film with all my being, for it has done the cruelest thing. It has revealed the dark truth. This life that I cling to has no purpose.
Dang, what the heck was this movie?
If it's something that's not even like worth all of this.
Space Wars. Rise of the Space Walker.
Well, wait a minute. Space Wars, the big science fiction franchise?
Yes, I believe it is important to understand modern media diets.
Okay.
But that's the movie that gave you your personal crisis?
Mind your tone. Do not think me a fool. I know it was not high art. But the money it made, it would make even the Pope blush.
Okay, but what did it do to make you?
This stinking trash. This is what the people want. You see, I understand now. My attempts to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am, all that I ever was, is dead.
Oh, shoot. Shit.
For such a complicated woman, the answers are overly simple for Signora d'Este, are they not, Samuel?
No, I'm confused.
You see, I understand now.
I should have
My
finished
attempts
her
to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am, all
labeling.
that I ever was, is dead.
For
Shit.
such a complicated woman, the answers are overly simple
Okay, we'll
for
just
Signora
go through
d'Este,
every
are
answer.
they not, Samuel?
You see, I understand now. My
Okay, is it
attempts to
Nas's
infuse
whatever the fuck?
art with meaning were pointless. All that I
Where-
am,
why is it
all that I ever
Chris?
was, is dead.
Taking the extremes and doing all the in between.
You don't seem that dead to me.
Okay.
We're having this conversation, ain't we? You ain't just lying there decomposing.
It is no different. I might as well be rotting in the ground.
I think you might get pretty bored.
Are you getting smart with me, boy?
Look, I'm just talking facts. If you're saying all you are is dead, I think you might be doing some Nosferatu thinking. It
She's
ain't
not
black
gonna
and
know what that
white. You're here.
means. I barely know what that means.
But let's go back to what you were saying.
Once, I elevated art, and all the world benefited. Why have I lost my power to elevate art now?
Can I listen to all of it?
It was all for nothing. What good was guiding Da Vinci when they sell the Mona Lisa on beer coasters? It should not be so. Art should have meaning, purpose. Beauty should expose truth. But it seems I am just a dead woman. A walking corpse who is not worth listening to. I should walk into the sun.
You're saying you should walk into the sun. Well, why should you?
Because clearly my work has had no purpose.
All right, let's go ahead and say that's true. Why should you walk into the sun?
I think she already told us.
No one listens. No one cares. They lie about virtue and honor, truth and beauty. I have failed to make them listen. So what has my purpose been?
So is burning up supposed to be your purpose then? You ain't a cigarette.
You are being too literal.
So you're not supposed to burn up after all. That's what I'm hearing.
Your rhetoric is beastly. Cicero would weep.
Good thing he ain't here then, huh? Just a sec, Senora. You're a smart lady, but you've been saying some stuff that just ain't true. Let's go over what you just said.
You see, I understand now. My attempts to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am, all that I ever was, is dead. Once, I
That means
elevated
I
art,
answered that one.
and
Feels
all
great
the
out.
world benefited. Why have I lost my power to elevate art now?
All the world benefited? There's a lot of people, and they got a lot of different preferences. You can't get them all, can you?
But I could, once upon a time.
You can't reach everybody, Senora. I hadn't even heard of the Mona Lisa until about 1911.
Did you have any schooling whatsoever?
No, I didn't. But I don't think anyone in my time knew about the Mona Lisa either.
Oh, how wonderful. You add to my despair.
She's so disgusted with me.
I'm saying you can't reach everyone, even in your own time.
2 world wars.
That is true. I doubt the rabble had much of an opinion about the so-called Great Masters.
We only know what we know. But you were saying.
It was all for nothing. What good was guiding Da Vinci when they sell the Mona Lisa on beer coasters?
It was all for nothing, she says, as though she has left nothing behind for the world. Senora d'Este is cruel to herself indeed, don't you think?
That's a labeling?
It was all for nothing. What good was guiding Da Vinci when they...
It was all
What?
for nothing, she says, as though she has
Mona
left
Lisa,
nothing
hold my
behind for the
beer.
world. Senora d'Este is cruel to herself indeed, don't you think?
It was all for nothing. What good was guiding Da Vinci when they sell the Mona Lisa on beer
This is
coasters?
the one that I always fuck up. It's either this one or disqualifying the positive.
So let me get this straight.
There's that one.
For
That's
you,
always the
Mona
one
Lisa
that I
is
mess
good
up.
if it's only ever a painting.
Of course. Those of us who are educated know the way things should be and when they fall short.
So there's perfect and not perfect for you, huh?
Yes, how clever of you to understand the difference.
You're not giving yourself a lot of room in between, are you?
No, there is no in between.
There ain't much that's
This
perfect
lady
in this
is a
world,
lot.
Senora. You must be disappointed a lot of the time.
You have no idea. But as I was saying, it should not be so. Art should have meaning, purpose. Beauty should expose truth.
Ha! For 3,000 years I have been told what things must be, and every single time those ideals have been proven wrong.
It should not be so. Art should have meaning, purpose. Beauty should expose truth.
Oh. Duh.
You're saying art should have meaning and purpose, but does all art need those things?
Ouch. I need to get a mouse pad. Hi, Jazz. Welcome. We're going to therapy.
What is the purpose of creation otherwise?
I bet she'd have a great reaction to body pillows. No, I have like a... I need the one that you rest your actual, like, wrist on. That one is what I'm talking about. I have a big mouse pad. I'm talking about to rest your hand.
How about if I just like doodling? Ain't that a good enough reason to draw?
It is a pointless reason.
My art must be pointless then.
Or maybe I want to do something pointless. All I'm saying is that I don't have the same shoulds you do.
Perhaps you should.
But I don't. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Which is speak like a peasant.
Oh my god, lady. I'm trying to help you. You're being so rude.
Heck, that's what I am, Senora. Ain't nothing gonna change that reality. Let's get back to what you were saying.
You know, you make me sound rather mad.
You
Like
are.
an old woman railing at the world, screaming into the void, all to no purpose.
Look, Senora, all I'm trying to do is show you where you're a little rigid in your thinking is all.
A little?
You're expecting a lot from the world and a lot from yourself. It ain't no surprise that you're gonna be disappointed over and over again.
I suppose that is some insight. Indeed, I have been in a state of disappointment from the moment I was 16.
What happened when you were 16?
I got married.
At 16. That's crazy.
I think I get it.
You absolutely do not get it. You are a man.
Well then, help me understand.
Frankie, my husband. He taught me the meaning of disappointment.
Yep, 16. Got married at 16.
He taught me the world was built upon lies. These things men proclaim as values. Truth, beauty, the spiritual. They were all fiction. But if men did not live according to principle, I would. I would set the example and shame them all. Yet, what a fool I have been to think humanity had greater aims.
So, what's this greater aim you're talking about?
I received a humanist education as a child. I was taught that the pathway to God was through rationality and a questioning mind, not slavish devotion to tradition. This world is not Eden, but it could be. Or so I thought.
So you're talking about a literal pathway to God?
No, fool. A pathway to godliness. To live according to our natures. Our true natures.
You mean being nudist? I don't even want to open that. I don't want to open it. Clearly that is the answer. I mean, these other ones don't really sound like answers. They're just gonna yell at me.
You mean being nudists?
An utterly disgusting and prurient notion. Genitalia should be covered at all times.
Hi, Raptor.
Nudist.
Oh boy.
She did
You
not
sound
like
like
that.
a politician from my home state.
No, she did not.
Then your politicians are very wise.
I ain't so sure about that.
They are at least sensible enough to know the purpose of the penis is procreation, not exhibition.
They don't know that.
Such a thing is not in God's image.
Oh,
Will, talk to
my.
me about this pathway to God. How do you reckon we find this path?
This lady's crazy.
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by
Just a little bit.
fulfilling our human potential to be the greatest souls possible. I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser instincts. Virtue must triumph over vice. I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can come of them. I have always known the people have become fat and lazy, and living within the Garden of Eden is impossible in such a state.
Why is she telling the truth, though?
I have always known that we should act with dignity if we would take our place at God's side once more.
These things here, you've always known. I gotta challenge them, Senora. Let's talk about what you just said.
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by fulfilling our human potential to be the greatest souls possible.
You really think we've got that much control, Senora? All we gotta do is be perfect, and then we've got our pathway to the Almighty?
Yes, it seems quite clear to me.
Senora, if that's how it is, it ain't no wonder you ain't forgiving yourself or anyone for the slightest mistakes. I would ask myself if anyone really has that much control. But keep talking.
I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser instincts. Virtue must triumph over vice.
You know there have been many entities over time that have tried to control humanity.
Are they just
have all
off
failed,
control?
and the Senora would do well to remember it.
Maybe?
I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser instincts.
You've been around a while, Senora. In all that time, when have we mastered ourselves and our baser instincts?
I don't know why it didn't occur to me that they'd probably put them the same thing in a row.
Not a single day. Men especially have no bottom to their depravity.
All right, fair enough. So us fellas have disappointed you every day for a few hundred years, right? Ain't that proof that
targeted.
nothing you do is gonna change that?
An evil thought, Mr. Sam.
This woman is very
but
spicy.
true, I concede.
We're in agreement then. It's a little bit of a control fallacy to think that's gonna change because of you.
Okay, so she just wants control of everything, basically.
Well, let's keep going.
Some people like control.
I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can come of them.
Now, hold up just a sec there, cowpoke. You really think all we can do is sow death and
See what
destruction?
Kai sent me. I don't know if I want to open it.
Should totally open it.
I regret opening it.
Send it to me. I want to know.
I
what was
regret
it?
opening it.
I want to see.
Not that mouse pad.
Oh my god. Okay.
Cows. Do I look like a farmer?
Come
Cake
on,
on that
senor.
thing. Holy
You've been alive to see what? 15, 20 billion people live and die? You really saying death and destruction
It's
is
funny
all
because
each
my
and every one
sister
of them
has a
ever
similar
amounted to?
one, but it's Solid Snake.
Well, perhaps not individually, but as an immortal, I look at the greater arc of history.
Well, most of us ain't looking to contribute to the greater arc of history, but that don't mean life's pointless. That's some Nosferatu thinking, I'll tell you what. But let's continue.
I have always known the people have become fat and lazy, and living within the Garden of Eden is impossible in such a state.
Out of curiosity, are you able to stream it on Discord as well as this?
I can try.
I only ask because it's easier for me to
Yeah.
respond to what happens in there if I can see it when it's immediate.
I'm
Then my
spoiling it
reactions are
immediately.
delayed.
Let's see if this works. Can you see it?
Yep, I can.
I have always known we should act with dignity if we would take our place at God's side once more.
It's more.
These things here, you've always known. I gotta challenge them, Senora. Let's talk about what you just said.
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we
thought
can
I
find
answered
our way
this
back
one.
to God by fulfilling our human potential to be the greatest souls possible.
I like how there's just club music in the background. Can she hear this?
I think so. I mean, if we can hear it, I'm sure she can hear it. I think we're upstairs in the building, and the floor below is the club.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe control to be the greatest souls possible.
You really think we've got that much control, Senora? All we gotta do is be
blood
perfect.
splatter a
and
good
then we've
thing?
got our pathway
Yeah,
to
that
the
means I got it
Almighty.
right.
Okay.
Yes, it seems quite clear to me.
I'm just cutting her
Yes.
open.
Senora, if that's how it is, it ain't no wonder you ain't forgiving yourself or anyone for the slightest mistakes. I would ask myself if anyone really has that much control. But keep talking.
But you watch the Blade movies, Raptor? We all know that all vampires love club music from those films.
I have not. I've
always
seen
known
those
we must
actually.
master ourselves and our baser instincts.
Wow,
Virtue
she's
must
gonna freak
triumph
out 'cause you
over
said that.
vice. I've always known that the earthly lives
Like, you
we lead are
what?
disgusting, and only war
You
and
haven't?
death can come of them.
Oh, he didn't freak out.
How dare they not freak out?
I have always known the people
Had
have
one
become
job.
fat and lazy, and living within the Garden of Eden is impossible in such a state.
I want to say this is labeling, but I don't know if it counts if they're not talking about themselves. No,
No,
labeling
it
is
says
just
also.
calling ourselves names.
Okay.
Slander against me. Uh,
Our esteemed client is very good at coming up with names for others, isn't she? Perhaps you can call her out on this behavior.
I'm trying.
Does that still
I
not
have
count as
always known the
labeling?
people
then?
have become
I don't
fat
know, because,
and
I mean,
lazy.
that's
You
what I
should-
was
Living
thinking,
within
but the
Garden
notes
of
were telling
Eden
me
is
otherwise, so I
impossible in
didn't know
such a
if...
Try it
state.
anyway. Because I mean, she's
Sounds to me
she
like
used
you're coming up
labeling.
with labels
That
for
was
kicking
it.
people out of the Garden of Eden.
So it's not just limited to her. It's
Well,
just
because
in
when I was
general.
reading the notes, it was saying...
Did I say do not read?
Probably. Where is it at? Oh, shit. Yeah, do not read. Rewarded found.
What the hell?
I don't know what the reward would be,
Okay.
but...
Alright, let's see. Look at that labeling thing again.
Yeah, because it was saying labeling is just calling ourselves names that do no good. Well, I guess...
Yeah, but the examples down there
Yeah.
aren't just for oneself.
I was just
It's
going
labeling
by
in general.
that. Okay. Well, now I know.
Is that all we amount to? Fat and lazy?
We're in America,
Look
after all.
around your own country, boy. Look at me. See my disgusting rolls and saggy features.
Fix it. How do you even
Start
have saggy
stripping down.
features if you're a vampire? What did you just say?
She just starts stripping down. Look at these rolls.
Would you let me into the Garden of Eden?
Yes.
Well, sure, why the heck not?
You're so judgmental.
I mean, your personality is
I
something
am
to
glad you are
be
not the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
then.
desired.
I'm glad you're not the gatekeeper then.
You'd
Fuck.
rather have a gatekeeper who wouldn't let you in? Listen, Senora, you gotta go easy on yourself with them labels.
This lady has all the problems.
Well, let's keep talking, though.
I have always known we should act with dignity if we would take our place at God's side once more.
I think this here's the meat of it, Senora. The filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Okay.
I fear your French is even worse than your Italian.
Okay.
Here's the thing, Senora. Who came up with all them shoulds that'll take you to God?
It was just her.
Why, the greatest thinkers of history that I studied in my youth. Plato, Aristotle, Cicero, Aquinas.
Aquinas?
Sounds like a bunch of dead guys to me. They really had it all figured out way back when, huh?
Well, of course not. How foolish do you think me?
Not at all, Senora. Just questioning where all them shoulds are coming from. But let's keep going.
So you think you are so very clever, do you, boy? That by pointing
Yes.
out my distortions, you have won.
Why else are you here if you do not want things pointed out to you?
That is where you are truly the fool. I already know how wrong I have been, that I have been chasing an impossible fiction all my life. Indeed, I now believe that even if we did follow the pathway to God, once we reach the end, we would discover that he, too, was a work of fiction.
Oh wait, I gotta do something really quick. Cause you're in the
Oh.
call. Esme showed this to me.
That was your wallpaper.
I forgot how to share my screen. Ah, why? Why is it zoomed in? Hang on, I forgot how to do it.
What?
Hang on, bear with me.
I am bearing.
Is it a brown?
Oh, it's it's something. Very blue.
Very blue.
Am I wrong? I don't think I'm
No.
wrong.
Ah, you're. Wait, this.
That's a beautiful performance. What is going on? Oh, I'm huge.
Where do I put you?
I am absolutely
There you go.
massive. Now I'm smaller.
Now you're in the stream.
I am. By your legs.
Okay, listen. You made it weird, I'm moving you. You go in this corner by yourself.
Oh, but it's lonely over here. I'm not even facing the right direction. I don't like the timeout corner.
There you go. You can at least watch now.
Well, it only let you pick like avatar size things. Can you not put a full image?
I think I can. You'd have to send me something I can try.
Do you not? Did I not send that to you?
I don't know. What?
Hang on, let me try. I'll send the full image so you don't just have the headshot.
Oh, okay.
I could have sworn I sent that to you. How did you get the?
It took it from your Discord.
Oh.
Your picture.
Okay. No wonder it's blurry.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a very easy fix. So. There you go. You may need to resize possibly, but there you go.
I didn't even know I still had all that stuff saved.
You do care.
I do. Hang on, I don't remember how to. Hang on, I gotta remember how to do this.
Hanging on. Would it be up there, models? Or is that not it? Is that just for
Maybe.
yours?
I don't know. I don't
Because
know.
it says Discord avatar right there, so...
Is Esme
I would
still here?
imagine.
Esme, help! Oh. She knows how to do this, I don't. It's image view. Okay, well, how? Default override? Never mind, I don't need help. I figured it out.
What's that?
Don't ask
I see what I
questions.
thought I did.
Don't ask questions. There we go.
Oh boy.
Now you're super tiny. Now I gotta fix it. Wait,
I
you
am
can.
very
It looks
tiny.
like you're gonna fight me.
Well, I mean, the thing I got that's, you know, not... It's all I got that's,
You can stay over
Yeah.
there in the corner.
I'm gonna fight in the
There's no
background.
room for you.
I'm ready to help.
Anyways.
When I say God, I mean goodness, propriety, intelligence. God himself is a lie.
Damn.
I see. So you've lost your faith.
Yes, it has crumbled to dust, much like myself in this fat, wretched old body. Beauty and truth are lies. Ideas developed by ugly men to justify their existence. While we
I feel
occupy
targeted again.
ourselves chasing those ideals, they create space wars to leech our money and our vitality.
Well, here she is, back on the film.
Oh boy.
And to think, they call me judgmental while they created the false ideal to judge against. You don't think I'm judgmental, do you, boy?
Yes, very much.
Yes, absolutely.
You're doing nothing but judging.
They're all the same, just different forms of saying it.
I wouldn't put it that way exactly.
No, just tell her straight up. That's all
Say
she's
it.
doing.
Besides, I ain't gonna call you names. In fact, that's where I think I want to challenge you.
Ugh.
Senora, I think the person you're judging more than anyone is yourself.
Is it?
I know you got raised with all them high
I mean,
ideals.
you
so
heard
of
how
course
many
you're getting
times you
disappointed
called
when
yourself
nobody can
fat.
reach 'em.
Yeah.
That's some heavy pressure. Not just on them, but on yourself. I'd
On
ask
yourself.
yourself what all that pressure's doing for you. Is it bringing you any satisfaction? We can't always control what things are gonna be.
This is not acceptable.
Oh, okay.
I got some bad news for you, Senora. None of us really has the power to change the world on our own. Not even a clever lady like yourself. I suggest we start working on ways of helping you find a way to accept the world for what it is.
She's been here for like 400 years. This is gonna take a while.
But the world is
What's
base
another
and
400 of
unworthy.
change?
I don't want to spend 400 years with her. Try to fix her.
She called the world base? Oh, okay, base, not based. Okay.
Remember that
Never
term
mind,
I
we're
told
good.
you about? Nosferatu thinking? You're gonna strip
Really?
all the
She's
color
using
out of the
present
world if you
terms?
keep doing that. The world's a lot more than just base and unworthy.
Nosferatu thinking. I am not used to having my own thoughts
The
thrown back
world
at
is
me.
not based.
Used
Well,
to
that's
having
why you're
anything
here,
thrown
ain't
at you?
I ain't gonna help you change the world, Senora. All I can do is help you find some other perspectives.
I suppose there is a certain simpleton's wisdom in the way you speak.
She just called me a simpleton.
Thanks, I guess.
Very
What a nice
well, boy.
backhanded compliment.
I will consider what you have said. We will meet again in exactly 4 weeks. Do
Why
we
are they all
have
Exactly.
understanding?
I guess. Why are they all doing 4 weeks though?
Yes, indeedy, Senora.
Indeedy.
Know how much baggage you're probably gonna come back with?
Please learn to speak properly by then.
Okay.
Oh, that's asking a lot.
Well done,
She had
Samuel.
multiple
I
bats.
believe you handled Senora Deste quite well.
Did I?
Oh, that well?
I don't want her to come back.
You kidding? That lady straight up hates my guts.
Am I getting paid for this? Where's my money?
You get
Samuel,
paid?
if Isabella Deste hated your guts, she would not be shy about telling you so.
I mean, like, therapist. Like, shouldn't you be paying for doing this?
Perhaps.
That I believe.
Older we get, the harder it is to gain a different perspective. Have patience. We are not all as wise as Samuel Walls.
Guess it's just that simpleton's wisdom, as the Senora called it.
Do not adopt her labels, Samuel. I will not stand for it.
Hey,
I know she was a challenge, but you rose to it as I knew you would.
you just keep giving me challenges. Can you give me something
I think
easy?
you deserve a night of hard drinking. What do you say?
You don't need to tell me twice.
Say yes to
Alright,
Daddy
Andy.
Vamp.
I'll see you later then.
Indeed, Samuel.
Have you seen the
Enjoy
game,
yourself.
Date
Excellent
Everything?
work tonight.
The game what?
Date Everything.
I have not.
That's gonna be an experience.
Oh boy.
Rest in peace.
Why does he say that?
Rest in pieces.
Oh, we're in the club.
Dang, I think that's enough abuse for one night. I could use a drink and a quiet night.
What did I put in my book? Spilla thinks her life was meaningless because modern art is meaningless too. Apparently, this rise of the Spacewalker movie set her off. Extremely high-minded. Major issues with her former husband. Thinks most people are corrupt, especially menfolk. Used to be a devout Catholic, and not so much anymore. Likes to be in control. Maybe a lot of control. Facties. Next time I'll dig into the family
Fallacies.
stuff. Whatever.
Hey, cowboy. Why the long face?
I used to say the same thing to my princess.
What?
Princess.
What?
What?
Is she also gonna be confused? That would make it funnier.
Your daughter.
My horse, actually. She never really understood the joke, but I still like telling it to her.
Okay. It got funny after.
It did.
You didn't answer my question, Gunslinger. What's got you down?
Oh,
Not
I
enough
just
horse
finished up
girls.
with my second client. She gave me a tongue lashing to remember her by.
That's an image that's gonna be hard to get out of my head.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
You ever talk to someone who's so educated and refined that they make you feel like a space alien?
Yes.
Only everyone I ever met in law school. At least until I learned to speak their language.
You're a lawyer?
Was, and no, I wasn't the blood-sucking kind, before you start with the vampire jokes. Just a wide-eyed DC do-gooder. But I get what you're talking about. People can use language like a membership card. You don't speak the lingo, you don't get in.
Well, that's just what I mean. I just ain't sure I've got the lingo for a 500-year-old high society Renaissance woman.
Well, how do you think your session went? Think she heard you?
No, absolutely not.
She heard something.
Say you think she heard you. Say it was awful.
It was terrible.
Just start crying.
Just bawling your eyes out.
I mean, she's coming back.
Well,
Kept on
she
mentioning
did
her
say
fat
that I'd given her
rolls.
some stuff to think about. And to tell the truth, she seemed kind of embarrassed about that.
So what? If she heard you, I'd take the W, cowboy.
Take the W. What, the wagon?
Ow, my cat. Ow.
What?
Why you gotta... My cat likes to rub against my leg, especially when it's like bouncing, and then just immediately starts biting my foot.
The wind, Gramps. Maybe she isn't gonna relate to you, but that doesn't mean she can't hear you.
Oh, you're probably right.
Let's
I
take
guess
the
I'll
wagon.
Take the W. And while you're at it, I'll take some B2. That's blood, see?
Oh no. He's trying.
What are you in the mood for?
He
Men?
is.
Women? Something a little more off the beaten path?
What does that mean?
Eh.
I think I'll have some takeaway tonight. What have you got?
I assume it's the option she just gave you still.
Here,
You like
try
goat?
this. Should put some color in those cheeks.
What is it?
You really ain't squeamish, huh, Crimson?
Nah, healthy blood never hurt anyone. I've been hanging around
Is it her
vampires
blood?
for
I'm so
20
confused.
years, and they aren't so scary.
Maybe?
Not
Does
even
that
her.
work with vampires? Can they drink each other's blood?
She's not a vampire.
What,
He's not?
That old pointy-eared teddy bear? He's a total sweetheart, unless someone gets aggressive or touchy with the customers.
What does he do then?
They get
They
a stern
die.
warning.
Or not?
He murders them in
And if they
cold
don't
blood.
listen?
Why, then he eats them.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, maybe he is a teddy bear. I met Teddy Roosevelt back in the night, and I'm pretty sure he would have done the same thing. Speaking of which, I gotta thirst something fierce. I think I'll head back to my coffin for a little rest. But you have a good night, Crimson.
Am I drinking anything?
Sound comfortable.
You too, Sam. Don't let the Draculas bite.
Funny.
Time to crack open a warm one.
This looks
What
so
the hell kind of
claustrophobic.
coffin is this?
That's the good
Is
stuff.
that a television?
I can
Yeah.
find a quote from one of my favorite books that'll help give me a little inspiration. Or I could watch the Three Stooges hit each other a whole bunch. Or I could
He
just
is
go to
old.
sleep. What's it gonna be, Sammy boy?
You gonna read a book, watch some Stooges, or sleep?
Like, I want to know what he's reading, but I want to watch the Three Stooges.
I never get tired of these jokesters.
Wait, is it actually gonna play one?
I think so. Is that nothing's happening?
I think it just takes. No way.
Can we skip the? Can we skip the intro?
Now you gotta watch a whole episode now. I think we're actually watching an episode.
What is your name?
Gail Tempest.
What is your occupation?
I'm a dancer.
On the night of February the 13th, were you working at the Black Bottom Cafe when this murder was committed?
Yes.
What?
But I didn't do it.
Then who killed Kirk Robin?
I don't
Who
know.
did it?
I object, Your Honor.
I hope it forces you to watch the whole
Stricken from
thing.
the records. It is merely an attempt to influence this intelligent, broad-minded, and most intellectual jury.
Reminded of like my grandparents watching the Hallmark Channel.
Sustained. Thank you, Your Honor. That is all.
Oh, bird.
Quiet, Polly.
Quiet, bird.
Court, Your Honor, at this time I would like to introduce my three main witnesses, Howard, Fine, and Howard.
Oh no! Wait. Oh boy.
What are we looking at? What is that?
I don't think there's anybody there.
They were here a minute ago. Will you pardon me, Your Honor? I'll be right back.
Gonna be held in contempt.
Where could they possibly be?
Hey, what's the idea of spoiling the game?
I was for onesies.
Well, here's twosies.
He was for onesies? You get him to...
Here's fivesies. Gentlemen, gentlemen. Don't you realize Miss Gail Tempest's life is at stake?
I just don't know if it's gonna make me sit here for this whole thing or not.
Does hitting any buttons do anything?
I'm scared it'll just like skip it.
It probably would.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. You
Okay,
have
well
to
done.
stop when you play
I
it.
can't help but feel there's some
I'm glad I
symbolism
clicked
to the
that.
part
We
where
would have been
Curly
here
gets his head
for
crushed in
so
the vice.
long. Just watching TV. It's too late. I did
I
it.
wonder what happens if the book up then.
Huh?
I wonder what happens if you choose to read a book.
I don't know. Maybe it'll tell us the next time.
Maybe.
Can't help but feel there's some symbolism to the part where Curly gets his head crushed in a vice. I was watching that.
All right, that's enough for one night. Time for some rest. I hope my next climb will be a little easier.
Samuel, good evening. I am glad to see you looking so fresh and well slept.
I watch TV before bed. I'm an iPad kid. What did I write?
Open and close that book hard.
Slamming it constantly.
Honestly. And many pages at a time, too.
as one strong lady, I was shaking my boots half the time talking to her. I read up on her on Wikipedia and was glad I hadn't done that before a session. I would have been even more scared. Pope Leo X's sister-in-law. How about let's not just bring that up to her? She'll flip the fuck out.
So about your family.
Been exploring the graveyards here. They're real fancy here. Guess it ain't no surprise the place has so many ghosts. Right then.
Uh-oh, something tells me I'm in for it tonight.
What did I do?
The truth is seldom unseen by you, my friend. Tonight, you face perhaps one of the most difficult challenges a therapist can face. The fact that you may not be able to help everyone.
That's fair.
In truth, I have failed to help clients with this particular disposition many times.
Hey, I'm new at this. You're nigh on 3,000 years old. If you can't help them, how can I?
It is not guaranteed that we can help every client. To think we are powerless to help any is a cognitive distortion itself. I believe you know it.
Maybe disqualifying the positive.
That's what I was thinking.
Come now, Samuel. You
Fuck.
are more capable than this. What distortion is it?
I
to
just
believe
got
that
here,
you
damn it.
cannot help anyone?
Cannot help anyone.
Come now, Samuel.
Fuck.
You are more capable than this.
Here we
What
go down
distortion
the
is it to believe that we cannot help anyone?
Control?
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Control fallacy.
First
I
try.
know. I can help some folk.
First try.
That's right. Here, take a look at this case file.
Okay.
Theater feller, huh? I've known a few of them in my time. They
Feller.
can be a little, self-absorbed.
Stage of alcoholism, sex scandals, and entitled behavior. Wishes to return to the stage, but expresses great anger at critics who might review him poorly. He demands respect as the greatest actor the world has ever seen. Okay, so he's
looking
entitled.
for therapy because people don't like him, it
Oh
says.
boy.
He is one of the most revered actors in all of history.
So he might have a few cognitive distortions.
A few. He may not recognize them, Samuel, but all you can do is present reality to him.
Okay.
He comes. Remember, I will
He
give
comes.
you whatever advice I can. Good luck, my friend.
I hope I'm up to this.
I don't know if we are.
What is this vampire I see before me?
Alright, right off the bat.
I'm Sam Walls. I'm your new therapist.
Your dress, your bearing, your hat. You also are forgotten by time. Oh, how fortuitous. A kindred spirit, perhaps. A therapist
think he likes
should
you.
know pain,
I guess so.
say. Most excellent.
Most excellent.
Tarnation. Can't get a break with this here hat of mine.
I think it's a nice hat.
No, no, it's perfect. Do not change a single thing. It gives me faith.
Okay.
Damn.
Faith for what?
Faith, my dear vampire, that you can help me.
Okay.
I'm gonna do everything I can. I promise you that, amigo.
Do not do so lightly. Darkness dwells within my damned soul. You journey into my pain at your peril, and I cannot be your Virgil.
You're who now? Anyway, you wrote in your intake form that you're here because...
You're confused with sexuality? What?
Mortals don't appreciate you.
mortals don't appreciate you, you said.
Indeed, and I fear they cannot. They must die to appreciate life. As mortals, they cannot ask
He's
the
kind
immortal
of not
questions.
wrong.
What is life? For us who do not live, why are we here? Why do we continue? What do we do when death has no meaning?
Is this game gonna put us in our fields?
I think so.
And what a piece of work is Vampire! How noble in stature, how infinite in life!
Cut him off. Carry on.
In form
Get it all
and
out.
moving, how express and admirable! In action, how like a demon! In apprehension, how like a bat! Ah, the beauty of the night!
I'm just gonna
Indulge
keep
more.
letting it go.
And
We're gonna indulge more.
we are but the quintessence of dust.
He'll stop eventually. Overindulge.
Overindulge.
Dust upon dust. Already that whence
It's having
we
a
came.
moment.
Well, that was a lot.
Let Edmund perform his monologue. It's got an achievement.
Well, that was a lot.
You understand, don't you? Death has no meaning, because life never had meaning. To die, perchance to sleep.
All right, that's enough of that. Before we answer the question of why we're all here, why are you here?
There's so many ways he could answer that.
Well, that is, what exactly drove you to me, partner?
Okay, he specified.
Oh, that. Well, a pustule of a theater historian I recently seduced and killed sprang the seeds of doubt in my
What?
corpus.
Run that by me again, seduced and killed.
Look how angry he is.
A little upset.
He was writing a biography of the great Edmund Kean, and I thought mayhap that I would favor him with a secret or two.
Okay.
He said my acting style would now be considered archaic. Though I drank him to the last,
What?
I fear his cruel barb was sharper than my fangs.
Why'd you kill him?
Oh.
This embossed carbuncle of
Ah,
corrupted blood
carbuncle.
caused me to doubt myself.
Meh.
Are all men such fools? Will I ever find my audience again? Or did they die long, long ago?
You got some sharp nails over there.
Help me purge these mortal concerns from my mind, dear man.
Now they're short again. What happened?
We're always gonna have doubts, compadre. That's normal. But I think I can help you see things a little differently. So, he said your acting's out of date. Why don't you just tell me why it bothered you so much?
I mean, look what he's wearing.
Because it's simply not possible. Acting became a noble craft entirely because of me. In truth, I am perfect.
Oh boy.
It's either this one or Control. I don't think it's.
Sorry, fella, I gotta stop you for a second there. You really saying you're perfect?
Oh, not at all. I'm not a narcissist. I believe I would find myself quite inept at, say, street cleaning or dishwashing. But as far as acting is concerned, yes. If an actor be assessed, you would assess him on the scale of Edmund Kean.
Oh, come on. You ain't ever forgotten a line?
I suppose, on occasion, a line has left me due to circumstances beyond my control. But that is the fault of alcohol, not of Edmund Kean.
So in those times you were drinking, you might not have been perfect. And the acting world kept on turning.
Oh, come now. I was clearly exercising some dramatic license. It is not so black and white.
Well, that's exactly what I was trying to say. But keep talking. We got some more stuff to sort out.
Oh, there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
Okay.
Hmm.
This is a special client. Remember that his distortions
He's
can
special,
be about
alright.
others, not just himself.
I know
Oh,
that.
there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
Celebrate actors at these times.
What should statements?
Like saying that something should happen because of such and such. But I think I went the wrong way. Usually it has should in the sentence. Like, I'm a vampire, I should live in a castle. What's the verge of fear?
Read his line again.
Celebrate actors in these times, yes, but any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
I feel like that might fit.
This is a special client. Remember
I know he's
that
special.
his distortions can be about others.
Oh,
Can
there
I-
are celebrated actors in these times,
Probably-
yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
Maybe it's disqualifying because he's.
It's not control. We.
No, I tried control
Right.
because I thought he was like trying to control the situation, but I guess not. Could be disqualifying because he's saying that
Oh yeah, that yeah. He's kind of saying
they
Yeah.
have success, but
it's due to him, not yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see if that's it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay,
You're
it was.
saying that every actor's success comes straight from you?
Of course. Even the greatest among my art would have been
Of
consigned
course
to
it
obscurity
comes from
had it
me.
not been for my advancements.
Every single one of them ain't had nothing of their own to give to the theater?
Well, I suppose one or two actors in the last 300 years have impressed me.
Well, don't you think they deserve their own success?
I suppose mortals are owed their 15 minutes of fame. One must have some pity for them. We are not monsters. But the actors of modern times, they are shallow, beggarly parrots. Parrots
This has to
who
be labeling.
screech the lines, but do they know them? Do they feel as we feel?
he's calling them parrots. So.
All right.
So you're saying modern actors are parrots?
Bird up.
Indeed, they are only mimics, and thus no better than a well-trained bird.
Hmm.
You don't think they're actually birds, do you?
My dear boy, they live such short lives. What else can they do but ape the words and actions of their forebears?
But when you call them birds, you're just labeling them that. You ain't giving them a fair shot.
Oh, come now. I was clearly employing a little dramatic license.
But we're here to talk about truth, right, compadre?
It is my gentle direction that takes the craft to higher echelons, and mine alone. Acting does not evolve without me.
Control?
I would feel like that is. That are
You're saying only you
Yep,
can
yep.
change the course of acting?
This guy's very entitled.
It is demonstrably true.
A
There
little
is
bit, yeah.
acting before Edmund Kean, and there is acting after Edmund Kean.
But there's so many types of acting out there. I mean, I remember when vaudeville came out, but I don't think you had anything to do with that.
Vaudeville? Oh, like so many American arts, an art of the grotesque. You plunge a dagger into the heart of subtlety.
So you didn't have nothing to do with vaudeville?
Oh, devils below, no.
Well, then you got a little control fallacy, hombre. Mortals got wills of their own.
Yeah, indeed. I suppose I don't want any responsibility for the things the Americans create anyway.
oh,
What-
okay.
What is everyone's issue with Americans?
I mean,
I
Please,
know what the issues are. I'm just saying.
it's my due.
You don't have to say it in our face.
These critics should honor me as is my due.
Would that be a should statement?
You're saying critics should honor you. Well, what happens if they don't?
Then they are not doing their jobs properly. I do not ask for their laudations without cause.
And they die.
But if a so-called critic does not recognize my contributions to the theater, what do they know of the theater?
Maybe they just got different tastes.
Yeah, have you thought about that? Probably not.
Uneducated taste, perhaps.
Okay.
If they are just uneducated, why should they appreciate you?
An interesting point. I suppose I cannot blame them. Thou fiend! You are cruel indeed to beat a man when he is at his most vulnerable.
You're in therapy.
I am here so you may help me cope with a world that has gone mad. Not so you might attack
Why
my
does
every
tone
word.
change so quick?
I'm doing no such thing.
Because this is
All I'm doing is
self-reflection.
pointing out your reality.
And self-reflection
We're gonna
sucks.
cope, we gotta be honest about the world.
And I say that you are a villain. I come to you in desperate need, and you respond by mocking my desperation.
Fun fact, they actually worked on this game with therapists and psychologists.
Why would
Does
you
not
do
surprise
this
me.
to me? Do you not know what pain I am experiencing? Do you not know that I, as an actor, feel every sling and arrow more keenly? Art thou a therapist or a murderer that you would push me so to the brink? Do you want me to commit suicide?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I want to help everyone who comes to me.
Samuel, a moment, please.
What did I do?
Andy, I got a real problem here. I think I'm not cut out for this work. This
Me.
fella's right. Why am I attacking him when I should be helping?
First of all, should statement. You will do what you will do, and that is all, Samuel. But look at the candles. What do you see?
What candles? The actual candles? Like back here or over here?
I see fire.
The candles. Oh, they seem fine to me.
I just came back and he told this guy to kill himself. I didn't. It's
No,
not
yeah,
what
she
happened.
laid it into him. She
No,
told him how
no.
to do it, where to do it, why to do it.
I did not. Did no such thing.
Look at the flames.
You even offered a rope.
Wait a minute. They're getting higher, ain't they? What the hell's going on?
Which candles? The fake
Clearly
little
the
drawing
ones up
candles
there.
or the nicely drawn ones back there? Aren't you studying to be a psychologist? Concerned.
No, we're studying for murder.
Your client is very powerful. He has his own unique skills earned through the ages.
What?
Who's gonna burn the place down?
His skill in gaslighting is so intense.
Gaslighting!
He is altering reality to fit his distortions.
Okay, I wasn't
Watchful,
expecting
Sam.
that.
Do not let him.
Okay, don't let him gaslight us.
How do I stop it?
Gotta keep this gas lit.
Be persistent, and above all, be honest. He does not control your reality.
But he does control that fire.
Yeah. There's also a fireplace back there. Don't have anything to apologize for.
A third one, we're talking into him like a horse.
I don't have anything to apologize for. All I did was point out some truths in the things you were saying. Now, if that makes you angry, fella, I don't know what to tell you.
You wound me, but I am strong. I persist. I fight.
I feel like you wouldn't be acting like this then.
I know my worth, sir. I have fought and died for my art.
Aren't you alive? Well, undead. You know what I mean.
Yes and no.
I shall take my business elsewhere, and vampire society shall hear of your quackery.
Obviously, my like, this therapy is working if you have a reaction from it.
Stop him, Samuel. It is not anger, but fear that drives him. Show him he has nothing to fear from you.
Easy boy, easy.
Now, I wasn't trying to rile you up none.
Yet I bared my undead soul to you, and you treated me like a pincushion with your sharp pricks.
Pricks ain't
That
got
prick
nothing
isn't
to
that
do with
sharp.
this, Edmund.
And now you seek to proposition me? Of course, it always goes like this. To you I am a void, nay, a whore. To use as you please.
I don't want to go that far.
Well, you are all alike, I say. Go on then, use me.
What?
You are
Like a
losing
safe word
yourself.
here?
This time
I have to
remember
tell
what
him
makes you
easy.
special. You are not just a therapist, and you are not
Treat
just
him
a
like your
vampire.
horse.
He is afraid, but you will conquer his fear.
You already know how. They didn't even make him say that line.
Easy, boy, easy.
Why was that horse noise?
It was.
I shall
added the
not go
noise.
easy. I shall not.
Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. There's a good vampire.
He's doing it too. He's talking to him like a horse.
What on hell?
You're safe now. Ain't nobody here to hurt you or make you
What
feel
the
bad.
But I...
He's baffled.
It's
I'm your buddy.
working.
That's us. We're just buddies, ain't we?
Buddies? Yes. A friend. A friend. A friend.
This is where you get the
who
saddle.
wishes to help me.
You feeling better there, compadre?
I must confess that I am.
Oh my god, I
No.
wasn't ready for the fucking horse noise.
Hey, well, that's just great. I want this to be a comfortable place for you.
Yes. Yes, I do believe you. After all, your
What
profession is
do you
in
mean
many
if a
ways
therapist
similar
talked
to
to me
acting.
like a fucking animal?
It is no wonder that we
Easy,
find common
girl,
ground.
easy.
How is therapy like acting?
It is the exploration of the soul, is it not? A journey into pain and truth.
I guess.
We see those pains and truths and reflect them onto the cruel world.
I ain't sure I quite see it like that, but it's true that reflecting is important. Kind of funny when we can't look in a mirror, huh?
One of death's cruel ironies. Thus must we see our reflections in the mortal audience instead.
You care a lot about what the mortals think about you.
Of course I do. Why should I give a fig about what we dusty old folk think, eh? Most of us are stuck in our relative pasts, if you'll pardon the offense.
It's calling me out.
But all them folks die. You're what, 300 years old?
Don't remind me. Yes, they die, but I cannot. I must not. If I do not exist in their hearts, there is only the purgatory of oblivion.
You cannot, you must not. You're
It's not a
talking like
should.
there's only one future.
For me, there is only one future, save oblivion.
You're bad at this.
Come on now, that's a little extreme.
'Tis not so. What else have I but the stage?
Well, that's a fine question. I'll tell you what, though, compadre, you are more than the stage. What if theater just didn't exist?
Perish the thought. Perish it with all due enmity. Unlike
Would make a
some
good horse.
vampires, I am not some blood-guzzling parasite who will idly sit and wait as the world turns.
Control? Or labeling?
I feel like labeling.
You calling most
Okay,
of our
well,
kind parasites?
I am, for that is
A
what we
good
are,
therapist.
if we are nothing else.
All right, let's just forget the part where you're
I'm not even
insulting
gonna
other
need
vampires,
my
myself
college
included.
classes when I'm done with this game.
Yeah, just talk to people like a horse.
If you say that you're a
Works
parasite
every
if you
time.
don't do something, you're gonna be scared as hell of not doing that thing.
As an immortal, I aim for loftier goals.
Can you hit those goals if you're busy being afraid of turning into a parasite?
Ah, but your humble speech does belie the true wisdom beneath. I am indeed cruel to myself.
Okay, he's learning.
I died for the stage,
Learning.
so I should live for it as well.
Alright.
Well, why should you live for the stage?
What was my death worth if the stage does not matter?
But it's only you who's saying your death ain't worth something.
That's not what you said.
But your shoulds are fatal. Ain't that a lot of pressure?
Perhaps. Though one might argue that all great actors must be forged in fire.
But is acting really the most important thing in the world?
I shall assume that you jest.
I'm clearly not joking.
Vampire society's of no use to me. We are so few, and I cannot have an adoring crowd without a crowd.
Disqualifying the positive, maybe?
Vampires ain't got nothing to offer you.
Nothing they can give, no.
There has to be a
Vampires do not
ton of
understand
vampires.
the out-guard.
Vampires have a lot to give. We got time to understand things mortals just can't. I think you're disqualifying the positive things about us vampires.
Oh, perhaps. But an understanding of the stage is not one of them.
I'm sure there's another vampire
What
that's
about
just
therapy?
like him.
You
He
know,
becomes a
I see
therapist.
what you are doing. The motivations of man are well known to me through my art.
And what am I doing?
You are mocking me.
Oh my god.
undermining
Here he
me,
goes again.
Forcing me to
Yes,
doubt
like,
myself. I
going to
know
go
thy
horse mode
purpose,
again.
wretch.
He just called me a wretch.
This therapy business is all a ruse. You would lay me low and claim dominion over me.
What are you
You
saying?
hitting on me?
He wants it.
All I'm trying to do is help you, friend. Reality's a lot easier to deal with when you can accept it for what it is.
So, now you doubt my sanity. Is there no end to your japes and jabs?
Oh,
I shall not break. Oh, you shall see. The tides of cruel seas will crash upon me, but I do not wither.
he changes so quickly.
I know thy game, trickster.
Yeah?
You wish to keep me in your debt. The more I doubt myself, the more you take from me.
What am I taking? Besides possibly your money. Gonna go watch your show? Okay, bye-bye.
Have a
You
good
think
one.
you are clever, but thy tongue outvenoms all the worms of the Nile.
What that
Well,
tongue do, though?
What have you to say for yourself? Speak, that I might hear thy bile.
Why are you yelling at me? No one else is yelling.
What did I do?
Tell me.
Tame him like a lion. You gotta go the horse route.
That's obviously the answer.
Obviously the answer.
What?
Is it not gonna work this time?
I know you're upset and you're scared. I ain't gonna hurt you.
But you want
It's
to hurt me.
working.
It's working.
Good vampire. Ain't you sweet?
Good. Oh my god.
You really don't want to hurt me. You'll keep me safe.
It's working. It's working.
We're safe. Ain't no place safer than right here.
What is happening?
We're friends. That's right. You're my buddy now. Just my pal Eddie.
In truth,
Good Eddie.
I am oft left bereft of friendship. Our kind can be difficult.
No shit.
You mean vampires?
No, actors. But to sense one is not alone in all the world is a feeling to be cherished.
Do I have to call him good actor instead of good vampire?
You ain't alone,
It's
I
a
promise.
good acting.
Whatever bad stuff we're living, someone else has lived it already.
'Tis so. Many geniuses were unappreciated in their time, with wonders of their craft consigned to history's dusty pages. Even the bard himself did struggle. There is some comfort in that.
You found comfort because someone else struggled.
Common nocturnality. We all got the same needs, man. Blood, safety, and sex.
Indeed. I too am akin to the doomed Achilles, though my sore spot lies not so low, but twixt stem and stern.
Huh? I don't even know what he just said.
English, please.
Tain't my place to comment.
Taint?
Oh, seems the spot is no secret to you after all.
Oh! Okay! Alright.
Maybe we can talk about this more in your next session. I think you did pretty dang well today.
Yes. Yes, I suppose I did. I am rather good at therapy, aren't I?
Yeah, you're great.
If you're here and wanting to get
Oh
better,
my
yeah,
God.
I'd say that makes you pretty good at therapy.
Well, one mustn't rest on one's laurels, must one?
That's right, Eddie. Okay, I'll see you in a few weeks then.
Aye, we shall vanquish my demons together. I cannot tarry. The stage awaits.
Okay, bye-bye. Oh,
Dang, what the hell was that?
My God.
what the hell was that, he says?
One of the
An
darker
accurate
malignancies
reaction.
of the mind, dear Samuel.
You sure I'm up to this?
That was an experience.
You were masterful, Samuel.
Learned
You
about
were able to
taint,
take
we
your
learned
knowledge
about horses.
cognitive distortions and turn their definitions outward. And
Saw
we
the
must speak
fireplace
about
go
this
crazy?
equine ability of yours in your next session.
Almost burnt the place down.
Oh, that. Yeah, I learned a lot about myself through my horse.
He just makes me want to play Red Dead Redemption.
Save it for our next session.
That'd be fun.
Rest,
We
Samuel.
should do that again.
You have faced
Yeah.
a great danger. Now it is time to drink and be merry with the Goths.
Well, not sure
With the
I'd call them
gulls.
merry, but they know how to cut loose. All right, Andy, I'll see you later.
Good night, Samuel. Rest in peace.
Such a deep
We
voice.
get to watch TV again. Oh, we're in the club.
Well, that was one of
Gotta
the
get a drink
weirdest
somewhere.
experiences of my life.
That's saying something.
What did I put in my journal?
Good, Eddie.
Ed is afraid to get back into acting because he's afraid of getting anything but universal praise. Self-centered mindset, believes he determines what acting must be, diminishes the thoughts and opinions of others, champion gaslighter.
Yes.
Tries to convince me I was attacking him. Sees the world through theater. Next time I'd like to dig on and where all this comes from. Why is this fellow so insecure? We're not gonna.
About how horse talk
Yeah,
works.
we're not gonna talk about the horse thing.
I probably want to forget that. I should go talk to Crimson.
Are you gonna explain it to Crimson?
If it isn't Sammy the Kid, plop that butt down. Got a shot prepared for you.
Well, thanks, Crimson. What is that? Bloody Mary?
Smacks lips.
No, a Bloody Steve.
Oh.
I think that's what he said his name was.
Of course it is. How's the crowd tonight?
You know, it's funny. They're a little on the weird side tonight. Must be a full moon out.
Oh, you ain't kidding. I just had my first therapy session with the strangest fella I ever met.
He's into horses.
The actor type.
He's into horse
Used to be an
play.
international celebrity back when I was alive.
He likes
Seems
taint.
like fame's a nasty drug.
Taint and horseplay.
Like Andy says, people are people. Doesn't matter what era they're from. Feeling good about your session, though?
Yeah.
He was pretty confrontational, but he was happy to talk about himself at least. Andy says the real clients to worry about are the ones who've got nothing to say.
Those are the difficult ones.
I get that. Being a human isn't easy. You gotta be pretty damn privileged to have no problems at all.
There can't be a single person in this world that doesn't have a single problem.
Well, this fella definitely has plenty of problems. I think he'll be keeping me busy.
It's a big world out there, cowboy. Full of vampires with no self-awareness.
Well, ain't that the truth? Well, here's to change then.
To change.
To horses.
You, drinking Andy's blood there?
Andy's? Nuh-uh, this is a plain old mortal drink. You think anyone would want to drink that man's blood from a bottle when they can get it straight from the source?
What does it taste like?
I suppose they wouldn't.
Iron.
I'm not proud to drink blood, Sam. Wouldn't be doing it out here.
I didn't mean to cause offense, ma'am.
Not your fault. I guess I shouldn't be offended.
Oh, now we got to help
I
her.
feel like we shouldn't be doing this to her. I feel like this is a bad idea. Is it a should statement? I don't know, because it says shouldn't, not just should.
Who's telling you that you shouldn't be offended, Crimson? I know this blood drinking stuff is complicated.
Please don't get angry at me for doing therapy work on you.
Damn right it is. Look, I have customers to deal with.
Oh, she's upset.
But let me give you some advice, Buffalo Bill.
Okay.
No therapy in here. What happens at Eminard happens with consent. Got it?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Alright, that's fair, and my sincere apologies. It won't happen again.
It'll probably happen again.
That's right.
Oh, dang it. I've gone and made myself unwelcome. I better get out of Crimson's way.
You.
Whoa. Okay.
No, you.
That's the first thing you say? Okay. They look scary. Those eyeballs? Are you a
I
psychic?
think they are.
Huh? Do I know you?
I know you.
You like horses?
I've been watching you, vampire.
You like horses? But, okay.
Yep, that's me, drinking blood to live.
I feel like she's a psychic or something.
Yes, you do. I saw you. I see everything.
Everything you say.
My name
Some things ain't
is
meant for seeing.
Panoptobella.
Panoptobella? The fuck?
It means I see all, and I am beautiful.
Okay.
I saw you in the kink room with
Oh.
Reinhardt and Roxy,
I
What?
wasn't doing nothing.
and now I see that you are thirsty and would like to drink.
I don't think I want your blood. You're kind of creeping me out. You just told me you've been watching me.
In a
Yep,
kink
that
room, no
is so.
less. What were you doing in there?
Drink from my neck. I wish to see what it
Are
is
you
like.
just a vampire enthusiast? No, I don't want to. God
Do
damn
it.
Ew.
Yes, I see now. That was very pleasant. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You will go to your coffin now to sleep.
What the fuck? But she's so weird.
Well, you
Dream
wanted
of
to cuddle.
horses and taint.
It is normal for vampires to enter a state of torpor after consuming the blood of another. I wish you an excellent torpor, vampire.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thanks.
I guess. I guess I'd better get some shut-eye.
I don't know if I'd
going
sleep
on.
after that. I get to watch TV again.
Ow! Why do you bite me?
Good evening, Samuel.
No,
hope
I
you are
didn't get to
feeling
watch
well
TV.
rested. I have a new client for you.
Did we talk about the lady? Just finished up with a new client, and this guy was a lot. I feel he nearly burned the saloon down with his gaslighted superpowers. He's an actor type, which I don't have a lot of experience with. Never really got into the theater stuff except for maybe vaudeville. Something about watching people tumble and smacking each other with blunt objects just speaks to the soul. So I pissed off Crimson last night, tried to do the whole therapy thing on her without her permission. She was hopping mad. I gotta remind myself that just because I'm a Just because I'm learning to become a therapist doesn't make me everyone's therapist. We're not gonna talk about the creepy lady that wanted me to drink from her.
I bit a girl's neck. It was neat.
Another one. I think my caseload's starting to get a little crowded.
Watch it be
Worry
her.
not, my friend. I shall not unload all the world's cares onto you. I know how strongly this next client requires aid.
Don't they all require aid?
She is a great deal older than most of the clients you've seen, and sometimes it is harder for the elderly to see reality.
Okay.
It took me
Be
far
her.
too long to do so.
She as old as you are?
Not nearly. Thus, she should be more ready for change than I was.
Okay.
Take a look at her intake form.
She doesn't look old.
I
Like,
mean,
just for the
she's
picture.
earned at a younger age.
Oh, some most of her time online. Okay, she's a streaming celebrity. I do not know what this means, but perhaps a younger vampire might. She's expressed frustration at the increasing demand of her followers. Okay. Be patient with the elderly.
Dang, she died young. Makes me wonder why I waited so long to kick the bucket. Could have left her nicer
Origin
looking
Bronze
corpse.
Age.
Alas, death does not often allow us to have much choice in the matter.
Says here she doesn't leave home unless she
What
has
is her
to.
name? Medby? Doesn't leave home unless she has to. Oh, Medi. Why? It's cut off up there.
Indeed, it is a puzzle, as
Medi
elder
could be a
vampires can often
nickname.
be.
Probably.
I sure do hope I can help her.
You will do your best, I know.
Why are we
Let me
calling
allow
her
you some
old,
privacy.
though?
She comes.
Why is everyone coming?
Do you not see her age? It was like in the thousands.
Hello?
Oh my goodness.
She's definitely old.
Hey there, how do I say your name? Is it, Medbub? Medb?
Mev is my real name. Medby's just my screen name. You can call me Medi if you like.
Oh, mighty fine meeting you, Meddy. I'm Sam.
Is that all you are?
I like this character.
I couldn't rightly say. I ain't no more or less than Sam.
You're cute, strange cowboy man.
I don't know that you should be calling your potential therapist cute, miss.
Not in a touching bodies way. I mean, you're more like a rabbit or a mouse. Oh,
Like
I
her
want to
accent.
dress you up in a little mouse onesie and watch you scurry about. You can keep your hat on and be a little cowboy mouse. Oh, I like that very much. I'd keep you in a little cage and give you lots of cheese and, of course, a wheel to run
Okay,
on.
she's crazy. Got it.
You can be my whiskery little pet.
Is she any crazier than the guy who treats people like horses?
What is the matter, Samuel?
He's stunned.
I think I'm out of my depth here, Chief. I ain't keen to be anyone's pet.
Older vampires such as myself can sometimes be uncomfortable to be around.
But she talks like a normal person.
I believe this will be an
Like
excellent
younger.
challenge in setting boundaries, Samuel. Explain to her your boundaries. You will be modeling positive behavior and saving yourself a little trouble.
Yeah, just a little.
All the more reason to be clear and polite right now. Good luck, Samuel. I know you can do it.
People don't like boundaries.
You look distracted, little mouse. Have you smelt a bit of cheese? Did your whiskers twitch?
All right, miss, before we keep going, I think we need to set a few boundaries.
I don't eat cheese.
I don't want to see.
I think that about. I just don't tell her anything.
First of all, I ain't gonna wear no onesie. I don't think I could find one that'd fit.
I could sew one for you.
Oh no.
I would make the neck hole really big so that your funny hat would fit right through it.
Well, I'm pretty sure he can remove the hat, first of all.
Okay, well maybe I wasn't being clear. I don't want to wear a onesie.
But it would make me happy.
Well, it wouldn't make me happy, miss.
Fine. But I don't like it.
You don't like being told no.
Yep.
This stuff about putting me in a cage and making me your pet are things you should be doing with a blood partner. Besides, I make the rules about my own body. If I don't want something, you gotta respect it or find a new therapist.
You don't want me to do things to your body?
No, lady.
Not now, later.
You cut that out. I'm serious now.
Very well. Be that way.
Is the cheese one important?
I was gonna skip that one. I like cheese.
Cheese is nice.
I think that about covers it.
Slaps you with a thing of
Very
cheese.
well. It's a little boring. People usually let me do what I want to do to them.
Okay.
Well, this is less boring then. It's something new.
That's true.
I suppose you're right. It's very clever, strange cowboy man. May I still call you a mouse from time to time, though?
If it'll make you feel comfortable, I guess it ain't hurting me. But let's get to you and why you're here. Now, it said on your intake form that...
She's concerned about climate change.
I thought I was overworked.
Yeah.
You're overworked, it said. You're not my first client with that problem. What line of work you in?
He's not even, she's gonna say this and he's gonna be like, what is that? What does that mean?
I play video games.
We sell fans.
Video
Only
games?
fans.
Like Star Invaders?
No, silly. More like overcharged.
Overcharged.
Impact. More of an FPS and RPG girl.
I don't know
Oh
what them
my
things
god.
are. I kind of figured
Pension
just a fad,
impact?
like collecting furs was in my time.
Video games are lots of fun. There's even one where you get to play a cowboy and kill bunches and bunches of people.
Is that Red Dead Redemption?
I like her taste so far.
Then you get to pretend you feel bad about it. But after that, kill more people.
Shucks, that there might give me some flashbacks. But you're working by playing video games? How's that?
I stream on Glitch. I have millions and millions of followers there.
Millions and millions.
Wait, just a
Don't you want millions and millions of followers, guy?
I honestly think I'd be so overwhelmed if that happened.
People are paying to watch you. Wait, what? How do we get to this?
What?
How do we go from playing video
I
games to
don't
watching
know.
them pay? I'm confused. What's this jump?
Of course not. That sort of thing would be on my Only Zealots page. If I could pee. Which I can't. Because I'm a vampire.
Okay.
Alright, you gotta walk me through this.
I don't think she should. You jumped to her peeing and people paying her. Oh, it's 'cause she...
Okay.
Yeah, no, I already know what this... Unless I need to do it because he doesn't know? How's she gonna
What's
explain
streaming mean
this?
if it ain't paying?
Streaming
Oh my
means
god.
to share your computer screen to the internet.
You probably don't even know what a computer screen is.
Like watching the cinema, only instead of people shooting each other, it's you answering emails?
Sort of.
He's trying.
Mostly people just like to watch people shooting other people. Only it's little computer people that only look like people.
Clear as mud. I got some more questions about them funny things you mentioned.
I don't
though.
think you do. I don't think you have any more
Only
questions.
zealots. Only zealots. Let's learn.
What's Only Zealots?
That's a very special website where my very special followers get to see me do naughty things for money.
You've been around a long while. Do you need money?
No, of course not. But I do like having mortal blood bags who will do anything for me. They're very useful.
This whole thing makes me feel old.
But you're only a baby vampire, strange cowboy man. I'm glad you're not the kind of baby who poops and pees, though. That's quite icky.
I had some more questions.
I think we're good on the questions.
All right, I think
we've heard
it
enough.
better. You're working pretty dang hard for all them followers. What do you need them for?
Money.
Lots of things. They pay my rent for me, buy clothes and gifts for me. They dispose of all the bodies.
What?
And they let me kill them too.
What?
They're also eager to die. Poor little lambs.
What?
They're like servants?
Servants.
She's just out here killing people.
Whatever you'd like to call them.
And they're willing to just up and die for you?
Oh, naturally. Sometimes all I have to do is smile for them. They find it enchanting. And they quite like my breasts and vulva.
Okay.
Okay then. Wow.
Oh, I see.
Does it make you uncomfortable to hear me say breasts and vulva?
Yes. Yes, it does.
I reckon I just wasn't expecting that level of candidness.
Breasts.
She just said it again.
Just doing it again.
Hey, come on now.
Should we just say it again?
Oh, but it's so much fun to watch your little whiskers twitch.
Don't do the mouse thing again, lady.
So, these followers of yours do a lot of work for you, huh?
But I have almost 100 million little sheep. It's rather difficult to manage them all and keep them happy.
Why do you need to keep so many servants happy?
I need my sheep. If I don't have them, I'll have nothing.
I think it's this one. 'Cause she's talking in like extremes.
Is
I
it
think
really
so.
true that if you don't have your followers, you won't have anything? Ain't you got other stuff you're interested in?
You can still play video games.
Like
what are you
breasts
talking
and
about?
vulva?
Suppose I enjoy reading and video games. And I can do those things alone.
Exactly.
There's also playing games with my body.
Okay.
Oh,
alright.
that.
Which Americans don't do. You like to shoot people instead. Bang, pow, ugh.
That ain't always true. But let's get back to what you were saying.
If I don't make them all happy, they'll turn against me.
Isn't that also like an extreme thing?
Maybe, because I mean, like, I don't know, because I'm also thinking control, maybe, but I'll try.
That's some pretty extreme thinking. Your followers can't all be that fickle. The idea that you can make everyone happy is something that ain't in anyone's power. And assuming you have no control and they'll all turn against you ain't true either.
That is true, I suppose. I can do things you couldn't dream of. But I won't show them to you because you're an American.
Those goddamn Americans.
That is
Damn.
much appreciated, miss. And now about the stuff you were saying.
All I'll be is the lonely, crazy girl with a flat full of stinky corpses.
Why is your
Would that be
flat full
labeling?
of corpses? Probably.
Let's ease off them labeling terms. Don't go calling yourself crazy.
I want to know
And your
why.
corpses aren't stinky.
But I am crazy. And I know how strange I sound to these short-lived creatures.
I reckon I might sound the same if I were around as long as you and seen some of the stuff you've seen. Besides, crazy ain't got any kind of real meaning. What's sane? You've been around a while, you know them definitions change all the time.
I suppose that's true. Don't think any of us are really sane.
I think that's a heck of a lot closer to the truth.
I just want to look at my body parts anyway. Don't have much else to share, it seems.
I think it is obvious that your client has many interesting traits beyond the physical. Few speak the way she does.
I just want to look at my body parts anyway. Don't have much else to share, it seems.
I'm like in between control and disqualifying the positive, but more so disqualifying.
Come on now, you've been around for nearly 2,000 years. How in the heck could you have nothing to offer?
That's what I was thinking.
I'm sure you could tell me all sorts of things about history and the places you've been to and the things you've done.
If I talk about things I like, my followers abandon me. Fickle little bloodbags. They always like it when I show off, though.
That's a problem with your followers, not you. Don't go disqualifying the positive things about yourself just because they don't see them.
Very kind, Manling. If you are one of my followers, I might even let you live.
Oh. Big old might in there.
That a threat?
Very kind gesture, miss.
But don't...
I can't help but think, though.
Oh, no.
I should make my little sheep happy. After all, they are willing to die for me.
Control? Or no, should.
You
think
say
should.
you should keep your followers happy. Do you like it when they're happy?
Just because I kill my bloodbags doesn't mean I wish to be cruel.
You're killing them. What?
After all, they're so cute when they die with smiles on their precious little faces.
I'm glad to hear that, but here's the thing. When you say you should make them happy, you turn it into a responsibility. If you got 100 million people you should please, that's pressure you don't need. Get what I'm saying?
You are too sweet, little mouse. Like a sugar mouse. Someone might try to eat you.
Stop it.
Yeah, they already did. How do you think I turned into a vampire?
You make me seem very silly for worrying so much about my bloodbags. Not a very good vampire, am I?
Well, what's a good vampire supposed to do?
My bloodfather used to tell me that we were supposed to be gods. Told me that we would rule all humanity. I imagine he'd be ever so disappointed in me.
Well, blood parents are always complicated. They like continuing their legacies, but people ain't too good at being anything but themselves.
I wish someone would tell him that. He's a very bad listener.
Bring him to the next session.
Well, you should be proud of yourself for getting away from him. I know it ain't easy.
I didn't leave him. The druids sealed him away long ago.
What?
Oh.
There's druids?
He'll slaughter us all when he escapes. And there will be nothing we can do. Oh, it's gonna be ever so much blood.
That's Nosferatu's thinking again, right? It's an extreme.
Assuming?
I think we can handle a
It's
vampire.
not?
There's a
Control,
lot more of us
maybe?
now, and I bet the bastard ain't even heard of a gun.
You don't understand. He's a wizard.
What?
Oh.
The last I heard.
Then how did they seal him
wizards ain't
away?
Bulletproof. Let's give ourselves a little credit.
Wizards ain't bulletproof.
I ain't gonna worry too much about this fella. Besides, if he is coming back to kill us all, we only got so much time to enjoy, right? These dang followers of yours have got you stuck at home, though.
It's better this way. It's not safe outside.
But you're outside right now.
Well, why do you say that?
They're in a building.
Well, I meant like she's not at her house. She left her house is what I meant.
Because
Fair
there
enough.
are bad people out there. They've tried to burn me, touch me, enslave me. They are cruel, horrible.
Would that be labeling?
I mean, that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, it does, but not everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
Could be the other
I know
two.
you've been through some tough times,
Sibling.
Mitty, and you got a hell of a lot of reasons to think people are all awful. But those experiences ain't the be-all and end-all. There's a lot of bad, a lot of good, and even more in between.
Maybe. but it's safer to assume that it's all bad. Mortals are very afraid, and when mortals are afraid, they are quite cruel.
That's more of that all or nothing thinking. There's billions of people out there now, and more differences between each and every one of them than you'd expect.
But I don't need to endanger myself anymore. I have my sheep.
Can't have them forever.
I'm sure we'll get to
I
talking
have
about
my
them
horse.
real soon.
We can talk about them now. They help me stay in my flat.
You're not in your flat. They didn't help you that much.
If I stay in one place, I have power. Instead of them burning me, I can burn them. And
Okay, that
touch
has to be
them
control.
and enslave them.
Yeah, I would think that's control.
With all due respect, miss, you're playing with sunshine here. Life is always going to change. That's the one thing we can be sure of. Your retreating from society is only going to make it harder to face the changes ahead.
Such as when the machines arrived.
What?
What, like cars?
What machines are you talking about?
The ones in the factories. The ones who made me leave
Industrialization.
the bog. Did not like that very much. Not at all.
Oh, look, I didn't want to upset you. You're here to handle the world a little better, and that means being honest about what might happen. That makes sense?
Yes. The machines keep getting stronger. I should be ready for them.
All right. Well, let's keep talking.
They used to call me Calich Namona, the Witch of the Bogs. I like it that way. I like it when they think I'm a monster.
That also labeling?
Probably. Could you just call yourself a monster?
Hold on a sec, Mitty. I get that there's safety in people thinking you're some kind of monster. But what I can't abide is you calling yourself one. Names have power. You know what they used to call me?
Fuzzy McWhiskers. Scaly Tail Sam. Ooh, Scurrying Sam.
They called me Slaughterin' Sam. And as you might imagine, I didn't earn many friends with that name.
That's not very cute at all.
No, it ain't. I didn't feel cute neither. I felt like an evil bastard, and that ain't a good feeling.
It didn't say I liked being a monster. It just makes me feel safe.
How do you not like something, but then it makes you feel safe?
Then let's find a way to help you feel safe without calling yourself a monster then, huh? But keep going.
If I want to be safe, I should show them what a monster I really am from the safety of my lair.
Should.
Well, why should you show them what a monster you are?
So that they'll know to stay away, of course.
And is that the only way people will stay away?
It's the way I know. I used to put severed heads outside my cottage, but the policemen don't like that very much.
So what if I said you should protect yourself by putting severed heads outside your place again?
I'd say you should learn otherwise. The police can be very mean.
That's what I mean. Should doesn't allow a lot of wiggle room. It might seem like it's just words, but them words can lock us up tighter in a bank vault. But let's keep talking.
Living alone is the life I know, anyway. Well, I've known for millennia. I can't survive in society now.
We ancient vampires are very few.
Probably the first one I
I can
thought.
tell you with some certainty that your
Same.
client is very good at hiding her true capabilities, perhaps even from herself.
Living alone is the life I know, anyway.
You know, you're
it
what,
was.
some 1,800
I
years
second
old?
guessed myself.
You're older than any government on Earth. You've seen the world change in ways none of us could dream of. Hell, you basically won the internet, and I can barely open up my Vmail program. You're way more capable than you're giving yourself credit for.
I suppose that's true. But I'm not very good with real life people. Unless I'm eating them.
You're still disqualifying the
Oh my.
positive by canceling out all them skills you got. You can use all that modern lingo I barely even heard of. You dab fam?
Oh no.
Oh god.
That was ages ago.
See what I'm saying?
You are very clever, sweetling. It is easy to forget how small and weak mortals are. The world is a big place full of things that might try to hurt me.
Well, before you face the world, why don't we start with your neighborhood? Let's start slow. Take a walk around your block, 15 minutes a day. Just spend a little time outside looking at the moon.
I suppose if anyone tries to hurt me, I should be able to kill them or enslave them. Very well, strange cowboy man. If anyone does kill me, I'll simply become a ghost.
What?
Then I can whisk myself up your bottom with a little ghost needle and poke at your guts.
What? What? Can you even become a ghost if you're a vampire?
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
it'll come to that. Just spend some time outside and see how you feel, and we'll talk again in a month. Sound good?
Very well. I suppose my followers outside must be eager to carry my coffin home. Promised I would eat them when we got there, so shouldn't keep them waiting.
Oh, that's how she got here?
Okay.
And that didn't raise any suspicion?
Farewell then, little mouse.
Alright then.
Well done, my friend. You
That
seem a little
happened.
out of sorts. Are you quite all right?
That was an event.
She was something else.
Like so many of our kind, she simply struggles to adjust to a constantly changing world. I think you will be of great help to her. She clearly likes you.
That's what I'm afraid of.
You are under my protection while you are here, Samuel. I guarantee no ghosts will travel up your posterior.
He heard that.
You have done excellent work tonight. Please, relax downstairs. Summer will be here before we know it, and the nights shall become short once again. Rest in peace, my friend.
Your ass is safe.
For now.
Darnation. I'm glad the kids here aren't glued to their little TVs. I wonder why that is. I'll bet Crimson knows.
She might still be mad. I don't know if we should talk to her.
Giddy up, little doggy.
Oh, nope, she's fine.
I ain't heard that one in a while.
Truth is, I'm running out of cowboy terms. What can I get you, handsome?
How about a kind ear for my troubles?
You got a real old school way of seeing bartenders. But in this case, you're right. I am a good listener. Lay it on me.
I got this new client. Makes me feel old.
250-year-old man feels old, huh?
Yeah. But seriously, I thought I understood people, but she's from another time, like. I've been around a long time, and I ain't seen nothing quite like this internet. But my client lives there.
And you think you can't help her because you don't understand the internet?
I mean, you
I
did
remember when
help
the
her,
first
though.
steam locomotive showed up, and we thought, that's it. We've invented everything.
Oh, you alive?
Yeah, I just see what my dog was doing. I just kept hearing a bell noise.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Really?
Well, laugh all you like. Point is, I'm getting old faster than I ever have before.
Here's the thing, cowboy. Nobody understands the internet. I don't feel old yet, though. Still just glad to be alive, thanks to Andy's blood.
Oh, yeah?
I know you've been curious about why I've been drinking vampire blood. You don't have to pretend. I've got a rare blood cancer. Andy's blood is what's keeping me alive.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I'm real sorry.
I didn't say I was dying. I said I had cancer. Stop making that face. I'm just glad I found Andy. Don't think I was quite ready to die.
Well, I, for one, am glad you're sticking around, Crimson.
Well, thank you kindly. So what'll it be, Sam? You ain't gonna dance?
Do I look like a dancer?
No, I ain't gonna dance.
You own
Got
that
two left
story
feet.
one day, cowboy. Here, have a little something I whipped up
Oh,
for
that's
Andy.
fancy.
Herbal blood tea.
Oh, that looks good.
No garlic, right?
No garlic.
Mighty kind of you. Maybe I'll take a nightcap. You have yourself a fine night, Crimson.
Adios, muchacho.
I think that's my last client for a while. My caseload's big enough. I'm starting to get overwhelmed. Maybe something from one of my books will inspire me. But then again, I could watch cartoons instead.
How about cartoons?
Read a poem, watch a cartoon. What kind of cartoon would a cowboy watch?
I don't know. God dang it. I don't want to just be a TV watcher. But I want to know.
Oh boy.
Fuck. What? We'll do a poem.
I think I'll read a poem. I've got one I love. Carrot one, Walt Whit.
It cut off? It cut off? Okay.
I celebrate myself and sing myself. And what I assume, you shall assume. For every atom belonging to me, as good belongs to you. I loaf and invite my soul. I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass. My tongue, every atom of my blood, formed from this soil, this air, born here of parents born here, from parents the same, and their parents the same. I, now 37 years old, in perfect health begin, hoping to cease
It's a
not
run-on
till death.
sentence.
Creeds and schools in abeyance. Retiring back a while, sufficed at what they are, but never forgotten. I harbor for good or bad. I permit to speak at every hazard. Nature without check, with original energy.
Can you have that many commas?
Just a little reminder that I'm still human.
All that for that?
I think that's enough action for one night. Time I got me some shut-eye. Good night, son.
Huh.
Now we'll never know what the cartoon is.
Fine evening to you, Samuel. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm gonna go lay down for work though, and then I will be doing that. So I'll catch you later.
Okay, thanks for joining.
No problem. Good luck. Have fun with
Bye.
the horseplay.
Okay.
Not bad, not bad. A little overwhelmed, but guess I kind of have a lot going on these days.
Indeed you do. The mind is an easy place to get lost in, is it not?
You ain't kidding. Keeping all them cognitive distortions in my head and sorting through all my clients' problems ain't easy.
We are not machines, Samuel. I believe you will find that you can never handle everything at once. There is a term the mortals use these days, multitasking. It's a kind of meta-control fallacy. Even we must handle thoughts one at a time.
I guess. I just hope I can concentrate on my own therapy with all this stuff bouncing around in my noggin.
I do not expect you to be an exception to the rule, my dear fellow. Let us see whether we can clear your head. I would like to introduce you to a ritual I have learned for stilling the mind.
Okay.
This some kind of ancient vampire secret? Something the old ones gave you that's been lost to time? Something mortals could never imagine?
No, it's just meditation.
Oh.
That does not make the technique any less valuable. Now then, close your eyes. I will guide you through this process. Think of a place that brings you comfort. Where is it?
I'd have to say the woods. I always liked being in nature.
Then imagine the woods and let your thoughts come to you. Be attuned to your body. Breathe, and you will be able to address your thoughts and clear your mind. Now close your eyes and begin.
Oh, what is this? First breathe in, press and hold. And then let out, let go. Watch as breathing slows down your thoughts. Last. To clear a thought, hover over it.
I ain't cut out for this therapy thing. And it sure is a tall glass of water. I miss my princess. I kinda miss farting.
What the fuck?
Focus, Sam, focus.
Oh, I have to
Got
wait
a
for
pretty
it to
mane. Wonder what's on Batflix. Should I hook up with Reinhardt?
What the fuck? I feel like I'm doing this wrong.
I'm so bad at meditating.
I am bad at meditating.
I like blood from San Antonio, not New York City. Relax, ain't no vampire hunters here. Who's my favorite horse? Is it you?
I really don't know if I'm even doing this right. I do it? No?
How are you feeling now?
Yeah, all right. Fine, really. All them thoughts just feel like thoughts.
What sorts of things came up for you?
Well, I thought about my clients. I thought about all them cognitive distortions. My horse came up a lot.
Your horse?
Yeah, Princess. She was my horse back when I was alive. I still think about her every day. I can't really stop.
I understand. I have bonded with many horses in my own life, but it sounds as though the loss of Princess was particularly fraught.
Yeah.
Would you like to start there?
Not sure I'd like it. But seeing as it's come up, maybe we should talk about what happened to her. It's got a lot to do with my old gang.
Okay, I think I'm gonna pause it there. I need to take a break because my headset is starting to hurt my ears.